knowledge that I didn't know he had.
All right. Well, I
We're
hope so.
live
I hope I
in
don't.
3, 2, 1, -1, -2. Oh shit, we're live.
Oh, that's right.
We're live, man. No,
That's
we're
right.
live, man.
And once people get in here, I'll tell them why I'm not going to be on the next few as well. So
Because you're going to jail. That's why.
no, I mean, I hope I'm not going to jail for like 6 days, but
Going away for a while.
He finally got caught.
I mean, to be fair, jail would probably be better than what I'm going to be doing.
Oh yeah, it's
So,
I have,
like, it's a holiday week, and all
That's
of a
what
sudden,
that's what I've often thought is funny with certain criminals is that it's like they get thrown in jail. It's like that's way nicer than their ordinary life.
right.
We got a lot of homeless people around, and I shouldn't say a lot. There's like 6 of them, and it's because they're all like methed out of their head. But like they will get released from jail, and they will like walk up to like somebody's property or start causing a scene or like go into Walmart and steal something just so they could go back to jail.
Right, because
Right,
like,
that's the fact.
And food and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in college and I was in the criminal justice program, like there was a guy who knew a police officer. I think he was in St. Paul. It might have been Minneapolis. Who you cannot like you can't like sit in the entrance of a CVS or a Walgreens or whatever, like in the winter. Like you can't do that to stay warm. It's trespassing, whatever. So they respond to this call and like, they got a bunch of homeless guys in here, and this guy, like, they knew who he was, and he's like, all right, well, come on, man, like, all right, you're gonna have to get the fuck out of here. He goes, it's 30 below out there, man. I'm gonna freeze. He goes, I get that, man. We'll try to find something for you, but like you just got to get out of here. And he goes, all right, and he winds up and he punches the officer in the face and in the chest.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Really hard.
Just to go
And
to
the officers,
because you get fucking food and heat.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the officer's like, God damn it, man. Why did you fucking do that? Like, okay. He goes, I can't freeze tonight, man. I can't freeze tonight. And so they arrested him for like, but he got these charges.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, and it was like apparently the officer got rocked. Like he actually hit him. He didn't just he actually hit him. He goes, nah, I want to go to jail, man, because it's warm in there and I get fed and it's like I'm not gonna freeze to death. It's like, well, there's a problem there if your people are, going to those extremes to.
For sure. Well, like, so there's a big park. There's a lot of parks around me. There's like 20 of them or something like that. State parks, regional parks, city parks, stuff like that. And they all have like these public bathrooms. And so like after COVID came up, they put locks on them. They're like, you can't use the bathrooms anymore. And they haven't unlocked them yet. And everyone I ask, like all the park rangers and stuff, because I talked to them, they're all like, yeah, it's because we don't want homeless people going in there to sleep and shit.
Yep.
Right.
Because they're all going into these public restrooms and then they like barricade the door and they sleep in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't blame them either, but it's like, I also just really got to take a shit and there's no bathroom open here. So I'm going to take a dump in the woods. Like,
Right. Hey, dude, like, I prefer to do that, honestly. Like, I fucking hate toilets. Like, public toilets are so fucking disgusting and everything.
Oh,
yeah. A lot of these are just like a concrete cylinder that's a hole. Like, it's an outhouse. It's not
I'd prefer the outside, though, still to that. Like, I mean, to fucking, a hole where you see all the fucking residue and shit inside it and everything like that. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like that story we were telling the other stream is like,
right.
In Roberts, we stopped there at the truck stop, and it was like overflowing with shit. There was toilet paper. It's like, so you're telling me that more than one person took a shit on top of that one?
Yeah, it was a sandwich. Yeah,
you gotta go. Sometimes you just gotta go.
And I'm sorry, I was laughing and like I had to leave. But like, I was like, from what I experienced, it was not good. Like I had to shit too. Like it was an emergency. Like I had to shit now, and that's the first one I went into. I'm like, I had the same reaction that the fucking janitor had. I was like, oh, god damn it, really? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing?
What is wrong with you people? Yeah.
But like every time you're about to have like an emergency, like you need to fucking go. That's how it is. Every bathroom you walk into.
Mm-hmm. No, I really like the. I mean, yeah, I hate going into the bathrooms, but like when I go to a place and it's like one of those personal where it's just one toilet in there and it locks, I'm like,
Yeah.
thank fucking God, because
Yep.
I don't have to worry about people coming in and out and doing whatever other shit. So, yeah.
Well,
Hate 'em.
working retail for most of my adult life, I will destroy a bathroom. I don't care who comes in there. I'm like, you took this risk when you opened the door. Like,
you'll go out of your way to fuck up a bathroom with your ass.
no, but like, I'm also like lactose intolerant, and I like ice cream. So like, I'll eat ice cream and be like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and you go to the bathroom, and it's like you could like peel the paint off
Yeah.
walls and
It's
like
like-
crack
yeah.
tiles. The dairy
fuck-
parts when you're
the
lactose
fucking-
intolerant are heinous.
Yeah, the fucking finish on the porcelain's like starting to peel off, and it's like,
The chrome on the
The
toilet
glaze,
fittings
yeah.
are rusting away. Like, you
yeah,
know,
it's like, well, what are we doing here? Like,
The mirror cracks.
yeah, it's rough. But like, I'm not gonna
There-
stop eating ice cream, even though I know I shouldn't, because I
right,
like
and
it.
there's like rust on the fucking walls after you're
Yeah.
done. It's like, well, what are we doing here? Like, that's not good. Like, you just breathe that in,
Yeah.
and so yeah,
But there's some people where I hear them and they open the door and you hear like two steps come in and they just go, Jesus Christ, like under their breath, and they leave, and you're like, yes, yes.
right, it's a victory. Yeah, and that's
I
what's so
ruined a
funny about like that.
six-stall
That's
bathroom for the next hour.
right. That's so funny about the story is like I'm sitting there and I'm like I'm bitching to myself. I'm like, God damn, I have to hold my shorts up and they still have piss on them from the floor, and I'm like, God damn it. Like, okay, but it has to happen. Like,
Yeah.
there's no question. And then I hear this guy, I hear the footsteps, and I hear, God damn it, not again. What the fuck is always fucking happening? Like, what the fuck is your fucking deal, man? God damn it, every fucking time. God, what the fuck?
They'll do
Yeah.
It was like,
it. They'll do it.
yep, you just said everything I wanted to say, and I'm shitting, and then I was laughing and shitting at the same time. It was fun,
Yeah.
It's always
and
I'd rather like just take I don't know, just thankfully I've never had to work a job like that, but I mean I wonder how many people have like quit their jobs to avoid like having to clean up something like that.
So I went out of the bathroom before you did. You took a piss after I did. What was he doing after I left?
He was putting the liner in the garbage bin thing.
Still?
Yeah, he wasn't going to the toilet. No.
Oh,
He didn't
God,
look happy.
better.
He still didn't look happy, and he's just like,
Yeah.
Just putting it off for as long as he can.
Oh,
right,
fuck.
yeah.
God,
Yeah, I
that was-
agree. Those people need to make more money. Janitors need to make more fucking money. They deal with some scary stuff.
God, that was pretty bad, and that's like
I know. Well, you had to fucking point it out to me.
I definitely pointed it out to you because
That's the funny thing. Like, because I'm coming in, I'm like, all right, let's do the public restroom crap, and as I'm coming in, Mike's past me. He goes, "Hey, look in there." I'm just like, "Oh God,"
I'm like, somebody fucking destroyed that bitch.
Yeah.
And then he's like, Michael's like, oh God, and then I'm laughing, and then I see the guy that's got to clean it up, and I'm like, oh fuck. Well, I mean, it is what it is, and
When I got back to the car, he was dying of laughter, and he told me about when he came in and
yeah, it was so. But here's the thing: is it was like hideous and excellent at the same time. Like it's one of those things where it's like it's a hideous and excellent.
yes,
You don't know which emotion to react
What's
to,
the feel? Yeah.
but it's there. It's like because you know at least two people shat on top of that pile that plugged it.
Gotta go. You gotta go.
Oh man, what a time that was.
Your face was awesome too. You're just like,
I know, like, oh God,
God. Yeah, it was. Oh fucking Christ!
one of those.
And I was just bragging to him. I'm like, yeah, I used to live like 10 minutes north of here. Like, it's a great place. This should
Yeah,
be a
it's a great place. Yeah.
good place to stop because I got a shit. And like let's do this. And we walk in there and it's just a fucking like a fucking tornado went through there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's with the hell mic after the riots. So like.
Well, no. It's like it also like the parking lot, like we were saying, like, and then I'll get past this, but like the parking lot was fucked.
Yeah, we
was
saw
like-
we saw the semi truck almost fall over.
That should be our first sign to be like, well, I'll hold it till the next rest stop, and we'll shit
Yeah.
soda.
Place is
But-
dangerous.
We just kept going, or I kept going. I'm like, I got to shit now. This is gonna happen, and then it was
dilated
fuck.
to a 7. You're like, we got to find a toilet now.
Yeah, and like we were having a good time. We were just talking, on the road and like driving up 94 and whatnot, and it was like, okay, we'll make a pit stop, and then it turned out to be like this fucking hideous story of shit. In the
Literally.
Yeah, literally. And
Ish.
Oh,
Ish.
yeah, I was laughing so hard. I felt bad like walking out of that place because like this chick held the door for me, and I was like, "Thank you," and I was like laughing. She was probably like, "What kind of drug is this motherfucker on?"
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I was like, it was so bad. I could not like hold it in. I was laughing so fucking hard. And then I was laughing in the car, and Michael came over. He goes, okay, so what happened?
What happened?
And then I was almost going off the road, like on 94. We crossed into Minnesota. I was like almost going off the fucking road, crying, laughing.
He was laughing so fucking hard. Well, then he was telling me other stories of public bathrooms and such like that. And
well, yeah. Dev, I don't know if I told you this one, Devin, but yeah, I'll retell it now. Now that I'm not driving, it's safer to tell it. Yeah, so we were driving down. My friend that I had about 10 years ago, and myself and my parents were driving down to San Antonio, and we stopped in like, I don't know if it was Kansas or Missouri, but like this, it was the middle of the night on a road trip, and we stopped at this like greasy trucker stop. Greasy, it was just awful, and we're like, we have to piss. My friend has a walnut bladder and fucking whatever, and so we go to the bathroom, and I had to piss too because we were drinking energy drinks and all that shit. And so we go in there. There's a layer of piss on the floor, like a visible layer.
Oh.
Yeah. And all the stalls are occupied. You could hear the and the kerplunk, like Michael was saying, like the the fucking yep. And it's like, okay, well, I got to piss. So we go, and I went up to this urinal, and there's this guy that's we call him the Toothless Wonder because he was toothless, a very skinny trucker guy, wearing a hat, just like scruff on his face and like mouth breathing, and he's taking a piss. And then so I go on one side of him, and my buddy goes on the other side of him, and I'm sitting there pissing, and I'm like, fuck, this is gross. Like this, just we're standing in piss right now. And whatever, and I can hear these guys, pinch a loaf that's like a black walnut. It's just fucking, they're forcing it out. I know, I'm like, Jesus Christ, okay. And it stinks. It stinks really bad. It smells like piss and BO and like fucking trucker BO.
Well, yeah, it's a truck stop.
So I'm pissing, and all of a sudden, I hear the loudest, sharpest fart I've heard in a while. Well, I mean, it was almost in my ears ring. It was that loud and sharp, and just, just like
the literal brown noise.
It's like an elephant.
Right, but it like it resonated through the whole fucking the bathroom, and everybody in the stalls shut the fuck up. And I'm sitting there, and I just went, and I put my head against the wall, and I just started fucking laughing as I'm pissing. I'm like, I cannot hold this in, right? And so and I look at my buddy, and he's just sitting there pissing like nothing happened.
Like,
Toothless Wonder is sitting there pissing like nothing happened. I'm like, my buddy's really polite. This is good because I can't fucking do it. And so we get done pissing, and we're walking out, and I'm like in tears laughing. And we get to the car, and I'm like, did you hear that fucking Toothless Wonder fart in there? And he goes, that wasn't him. And I'm like, what? He goes, no, it was me. And so my friend shit his fucking pants while he was pissing, and it was like ear piercingly loud. And he didn't bat an eye, neither did the Toothless Wonder. Everybody else in the bathroom shut the fuck up. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, that was you, Jesus. That was the most old man sharp fart I've ever heard in my fucking life. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then later on, we can talk about whatever, but like later we're right outside of Austin, right? We're in Texas. We stop at a gas station, and my buddy, like, again, had walnut bladder, so he'd pee in bottles as we were going down for the road trip. It's like we don't want to stop every fucking 10 minutes, whatever. And he had shorts on. We both at that point usually went commando, right? Didn't wear underwear. We just wore shorts and then whatever, because we were both in the military at the time. And so we're sitting there at a gas station, and I go in there and I take a piss and whatever, and like come out, and there's a bunch of people. It's a very, very busy gas station. It's a huge one. It's a Texaco or Tetco, the British brand. And so we go back to the car. We're all kind of like rallying up, and then my dad just looks at him. He goes, "You know the cool thing, bud? We're sitting around here. We've traveled this far. We're now down here at a gas station with a bunch of people looking around at us. And the best part of it is your dick is hanging out of your fucking shorts." And my buddy looks down, and his dick is hanging out of his fucking shorts.
Wow.
He doesn't realize because it's warm, and he goes, "Oh God!" And he like, and my friend was hung pretty well. He's well endowed by the Lord, and so he's like, "Oh my God!" So he was walking around this gas station with his dick hanging out.
With his dick out.
Okay.
The whole time.
So like with his, so he wasn't wearing like shorts with a fly, was he? Or how like
button fly.
Okay, button fly. Okay, so that was open then, and that was
yeah, and his dick was
hanging out. Yeah.
His dick was hanging out, and he was walking around the gas station. People that were filling up with gas and like in the store and everything like saw him walking around. And so my dad, yeah, exactly. My dad had to make it very apparent. And my buddy was just sitting there looking at him. And he's like, "I don't know what you're saying." And he goes, "The best thing is your dick is hanging out." And he goes, "Oh my God."
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh man.
Yeah, so he was walking around that entire gas station that was very busy, just north of
Just
Austin.
tons of people
With
at
his
this
dick hanging out.
gas station.
Just walking around with his dick
around with his dick out.
Just imagine being a
and,
customer. Just imagine being a customer and there you just see that.
At least he didn't have to like go buy anything. Imagine if he just like walked up to the counter with shit, and
he did. He did.
And nobody said anything to him.
The thing is, yes, nobody said anything to him. Nobody said anything to him.
Like, at that gas station, been like, "Sir, your dick is out. Like, you need to."
I wouldn't have said anything.
They bring him up. His dick is just out because those counters are like so low because they have to accommodate short people. So like, this person clearly saw that this guy's dick was out, and then just let him go.
Well, he probably didn't see because my buddy is he's not a short guy, but he's not a tall guy. He's like 5'5", 5'6", and so but like he he was walking around, and I'm like, "How did you not feel that?" And he's like, "It's warmer down here. I don't know what the fucking difference is."
Like, it's hot as fuck down here, yeah. So.
Right, but yeah, he's walking around the gas station that we stopped at with his dick hanging out. And I'm like, "What the fuck? What are you doing? What are we doing here? Like, what the fuck is going
now you're
on?"
on a list somewhere. If you ever go back to Texas, they're going to be like, "Hey, it's that guy with that friend whose dick was out."
Right, and like they could post that up. He could get Me Too'd. Like, it's still a possibility. Like,
not just that also, but like your dad's way of telling.
Oh, my dad is an awkward. Yeah, he's just like, "Yeah, great thing, blah 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 blah. And the best part about it is your dick's hanging out."
Just like
I was even wondering. I'm like,
yeah,
because I was in the car and I was like, in the Jeep, and I was like, "What the fuck is he going on with my buddy about? Like, what is he? Why is he saying all this shit? Like, what's he doing?" And then as soon as he said your dick's hanging out, I looked down and there it is, and I'm like, "Oh, and it's not just like the tip. It's like it's hanging out. Like it's there. It's right in your face. Like it's there, and oh fuck." And so and then my buddy was just like, "Oh Jesus!" And he gets in he's like, "We gotta go." Like we're like, "Yeah, we'll go."
Yeah,
And
don't
my
worry.
mom-
You're never gonna ever be back here.
Yeah,
my mom
you're never
was
coming to Texas again.
dying laughing. She was like,
Yeah.
could not breathe. And my
Oh.
dad is sitting there trying to drive. I'm like, yeah, we should probably get out of here right now before the calls start coming in. And they're like, hey, well, we got a license plate number. I'm like, let's just leave before that happens.
Yeah, before the police show up for indecent exposure.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, if you were in like a city, like that would have happened right away. But
God.
oh my God, that is funny. So last time we did this guy Slimy Murrican said something about something on my wall. Now he says the picture of what I think is Van Gogh sort of looks like one of those 50s or 60s comic book fish monsters of the creature from the Black Lagoon type MFS. From afar, catch my drift, Michael. So I have a couple Van Gogh things on my wall back here. That's a tribute painting to Van Gogh right there. That's his face. And then over on the other side right there, that's another Van Gogh painting I have sitting on my floor that's resting against the wall. So it's either one of those, but I don't see the resemblance of what you're talking about.
We're not known for art people, Michael.
No, but I was just addressing the slimy American thing because he said you have a fish thing on your wall last time we were here. And I was like, no, I don't. What are you talking about?
A fish thing?
Yeah, don't you remember that?
Last time we ever having a fish thing?
No. Last time we did the stream, this guy, he was like, you have like a fish on your wall, and I was like, no, I don't. Yeah. And so now he's saying what I thought was a fish is one of your Van Gogh paintings. So mystery
You gotta
solved.
get your eyes checked.
Yeah.
Get around to it.
But so like the thing I was gonna ask you is so I talked to my Discord and I made a YouTube video about it because I realized there's a big hole in my collection. Okay. And I don't have any like knives that aren't bayonets, basically. So I was like, I gotta buy one. And I want to get like a historic one, something cool that somebody used, like a fixed blade knife. And I purposely didn't say in the video, it can't be a K-bar because I wanted some idiot to come through and say, get a K-bar.
No. I would say get the Army equivalent and the Navy equivalent before the K-bar was adopted, the Camillus, whatever mark that was.
Yeah.
Knife.
Well, and I was like, so what do you guys recommend? Because I don't know shit about like knife steel and whatever.
Yeah, same.
But
yeah, kind of.
I just wanted some dumbass Marine to be like, get a K-bar. And I was like counting the comments, like waiting for it to show up because I knew it would. And,
Well, I have a cool scar from a K-bar that I have somewhere.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling that story. Yeah,
They're sharp. They work.
they are. They're
Where's that?
knives, that's for sure.
What is that thing called? Because you're a Canadian, and what's that? It's called they called a bolo knife. It's like a machete type thing.
No, that's the American thing.
That's a U.S. thing.
I could have sworn there was a Canadian.
The Canadians use basically like two combat knives, and that was like the Fairbairn Sykes.
I was just gonna say.
The V42 stiletto. Stiletto daggers is kind of what they use. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay. Legitimus Collins, 1940, Canadian machete.
Never heard of it. They must have not made that many of them.
Well, there's a famous photo of a German at Dieppe holding one. We could pull up. I have the photo up right now. Yeah, I have the photo up right now. If you want to look at it.
Do it.
Let's look at it.
All right.
Do it.
Get ready for the do it. 1 second. Un momento.
So no K-bars. I don't want to buy a K-bar. I feel like that'd be retarded if I bought a K-bar.
They're good knives, but like.
I mean, yeah, it's a decent knife, but like I want to get something that's got a little bit more class to it. Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
I actually know what that is. Yeah.
That's a fucking Navy guy though. He's Kriegsmarine.
Yeah, he's like a land. I forgot what they called a land guy.
He's also got an AZ on his back.
Yeah, he's got.
Yeah, we see the thing right there. Yeah. No, I don't. Grenade's kind of strange. It looks like it has something wrapped around it.
Smoke grenade.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I looked it up, and yeah, this is a Canadian thing. It's called it's called Legitimus Collins 1940 Canadian machete.
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. The Canadians were like one countries in World War II that didn't have steel shortages. So.
Yeah.
I have seen those before.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
U.S. also made them too, but they didn't start making them until Korea. So
interesting.
Because you see a lot of those in Vietnam, but with
machetes. The Americans made machetes in World War II. They just didn't look like that.
Yeah, that shape though, that real like heavy butcher blade shape, they would start making those in the late 50s, and they would carry them over for like 20 years.
Very interesting. So get that.
I didn't know that was a Canadian-made thing.
Now you do.
There we go.
What's a piece of shit? That's why nobody knows about it.
That's fair. I mean, it seems like it's just like any other machete.
Machete.
Yep, you need it for all the jungles in Canada. Probably why they didn't make many of them. So. Gosh. But I was like, yeah, I need to get recommendations on what kind of knife I'm gonna buy.
I mean,
it's gonna be a Christmas present to myself.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean the K bar is of course the only one I really know about. Michael, unfortunately. What?
You don't know any other cool knives?
Not really.
No, the Camillus is like on par with the K bar.
Yeah.
Look up really quickly, Devin. Like, look up really quickly. Google like the Camillus. I forgot what the fuck it was called. Camillus combat knife.
Okay. Let's see.
It looks like a K bar, but it's not. It's made for the Army. The Army had a lot of those.
Is that how the Marines ended up getting the K bars? They based it off of. It kind of looks pretty similar.
Yeah, it's very similar, but it's that's not.
The blade's a little different shape.
Yep.
But other than that, it's pretty similar. It kind of reminds me of like, so you know that like weird Air Force survival knife that they made like into the 90s?
The pilots, yep.
Yeah, it looks like that, but just without the serration.
Yeah, it's bigger too. It's the size of a K bar.
Yeah, I mean it looks like it's pretty much the same knife for all intents and purposes.
The fuller is a lot like I don't think a K bar has a fuller on it.
The K bar does not have a fuller originally anyway.
So the Camillus does.
Well, like Camillus also made K bars, so that makes sense.
Right under license from them, but like yeah.
So, but yeah, because I forget whatever company. So like K Bar Knives is still the same company that was actually making K bars in World War II.
Yep.
But they weren't originally called K Bar. They were called something else.
What the fuck were they called? OKC. Something.
But like, yeah, you know what I mean. But they were originally something else, and Camillus was the company that invented the K bar. So, and they got all these other companies to make contracts for it when the Marines decided that they wanted to adopt it.
It's a pretty good fighting knife.
It seems. I mean, there's a reason why they still make them, I guess. So,
yep.
You get one of those what is it? Fulsham Jaeger folding knife things.
Oh no, the gravity
knife.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I had a Bundeswehr one.
Yeah, the like green ones or whatever.
Yep. And it was made so you could handle it with one hand and like drop it.
So you can cut yourself out of strings and shit.
Yep.
So that way you don't get stuck hanging yourself in the tree.
Right.
That'd be pretty cool. I'm open for recommendations. I don't know shit about knives, and I also got recommended to get a kukri, which is what I'm leaning towards. Because I don't have one of those.
What you need a knife for?
Those are fun.
Huh?
I said, what you need a knife for?
To fill the gap in my collection, because I have sabers and I have like pocket knives. I don't have anything in between.
I see.
But so I figured like I got to get something because sabers and entrenching tools just are heavy to carry on your belt.
Yeah. I've never. I've owned a couple bayonets and things. I've never like owned a knife before. I have one that's it's like it's old fashioned USMC, or so it's not a K-bar, but it's kind of similar to it almost. It has a black leather handle on it.
Oh,
so yeah,
probably a Camillus. No, yeah, it's
maybe I could go grab it.
A $500 knife laying around. That no,
yeah,
grab it.
Okay, yeah, so I'll go grab it right now.
But yeah, so I was like, that's something I realized I don't have. I don't have any like fighting knives, not a single one. And there's so many good ones out there, like all the trench knives from World War I and all the other cool shit, you know. And I'm like, why? How come I don't have one? And then I realized I don't know anything about any of them. That's what. So.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of those. A lot of them are repros of like.
I'm fine with a repro as long as it's a good one, you know. So.
Well, then I can hook you up.
So, but I'm always open for suggestions because initially I was like, well, I'll get a Fairbairn Sykes, but like finding a.
Well, I've got a repro of the Navy Mark III diving knife.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're actually pretty decent. They're a good length. They're shorter than most fighting knives, and got the serrations in them to cut the rope underwater.
Fair. I feel like a 7-inch blade is a bit much.
Yeah, I think this one's like a 5.5 or 6.
That's probably better because I've got like tiny hands, so like holding a K-bar for me is like holding a machete. It's way too big. That's way too much knife because I'm really actually like hoping to use it. Like if I ever go out camping or something again, hoping to use it, like actually like beat up on it. And
right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll wait till Michael gets back, and then I can go out and try and see if I can scrounge up the fucking.
Find them all?
Yep.
I mean, you could go while he's out looking, then we're not wasting time.
We're going to waste time either way.
That's fair. But, like, so yeah, I was like, I don't know anything. So I've been doing a lot of reading and trying to figure shit out. So.
And knives are good because, like, even if you're not using them as, like, a fighting knife, they're utility knives.
Exactly. And I'm like, I want something cool. And they just look cool to, like, display and shit. So.
Yep.
So I was like, that seems like something I got to get. I'm like, I got to get one. And I didn't say it had to be, like, historic. I'm like, I'm fine getting a modern one. But I'm like, my one specification was it's got to be fixed blade. Because I got tons of pocket.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Fixed blade is a stiletto is a good way to go.
There we go.
Well, stiletto just means basically that the full tang.
Yeah, it's a long, thin blade. Yeah. Well, not actually. Stilettos can also be folding knives. So the stiletto is an Italian thing, and most of the actual Italian stilettos are folding.
Yeah, well, yeah, a lot of them.
There's
I used to have,
blade.
or I do have somewhere a fucking actual like Italian switchblade.
Yeah, those are cool. I was looking at those too, and I was like, that seems a bit high speed for me. And you can't actually own those in Minnesota. I found out.
Right, you can in Wisconsin, which is fun.
I was like, that's illegal for some stupid fucking reason. I was like, I can own a sword, but for some reason I can't own a stiletto.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what kind of sense does that make?
It doesn't, like, especially because like you can't on like an Italian stiletto switchblade, you cannot open it and stab somebody at the same time. Like you have to wait till it opens.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing as like having a knife that you can just kind of flick open, you know?
But like Minnesota's got this weird thing about like
spring-loaded.
Yeah, like spring-loaded knives. You can own a spring-loaded knife in Minnesota as long as the blade is less than 3 inches long.
Yeah, and that's stupid.
But like, and so like, there's a lot of stupid laws in Minnesota that don't make any fucking sense. But like,
yeah, well,
I doubt if I walked up to a cop though and was like, "Look at this," he wouldn't be like, "That's illegal," because you know.
I just feel like if you pull out a knife on him, he'd be like, "What are you doing?
Yeah,
put it the fuck away."
Yeah, a lot of people be like, "Don't be an idiot."
Right.
I feel like it's one of those things like when they bust a guy, you know, he's like, we found 400 pounds of marijuana in this guy's apartment. And then like you scroll through all the lists of like the shit that they found and they're like, drain cleaner. And he had a switchblade.
Right. Exactly.
And it's like there's something they tack on like 2 extra weeks of incarceration because he had a switchblade.
Right. Fucking retarded.
And I was like, that's stupid, but funny. So I think
Michael
I'm
got
gonna buy a
lost.
Switchblade.
We've lost
just
Michael.
to have-
He's gone.
Hey,
He's
Somebody call the Coast Guard. Michael fell in.
yep.
They need the action.
Yep.
Tell people that all the time. When they go to the bathroom too long, it's like, I was about to call the Coast Guard.
Yeah. Well, with me, like it used to be a lot longer, but now it's pretty cool. I sit down, I shit, and then
You're done. You get up
in.
and you leave, move
Yep.
on with your life. Yeah.
it's beautiful. It's beautiful being normal.
It is. It's, I don't know what that means, but like, yeah. Oh, he's back.
Jesus,
We were going to
he's
call the
alive.
Coast Guard. We thought you fell in.
No, I thought it was in another place actually than I thought it was. This is it right here. You can tell it's pretty damn old. Yeah, I don't know what this is exactly, but
It's a nice knife, is what it is.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is a pretty nice knife.
Yeah, this is all like black. I guess it's leather wrapped around here.
Right.
It says on it RH36.
RH36. Okay.
RH36, and it has nothing on the handle or anything, nothing on the sheath. The sheath kind of looks like, old school.
Just your run of the mill for like the last 100 years.
Right, yeah. This part, the snap part is broken on there.
Yeah, RH Royal Whores 36.
Royal Whores?
Whores, not whores.
Oh, like Royal Whores, what? Okay. RH36 made in USA. That's the only marking on it.
RH 36. Well, have you ever done a fucking Google search on what that is?
No, I have not.
Oh no.
Oh, I just found out what it is if you want to know what it is.
Sure.
The RH6PAL, well, the RHPAL-36, oftentimes marked RH36, was a World War II U.S. fighting knife.
Oh, it's okay, cool.
So, yeah. They were made by PAL Cutlery Company, and one in really, really good condition is worth about $400.
Oh, wow. Well, this is
worth
in,
about $2. Yep.
yeah, this is in, it's in kind of okay condition.
Because I'm seeing a lot of kind of rougher shape ones that are like going for around 200.
Yep.
So that's what I have.
Well, there you go, Michael. You got an original combat knife. Look at that. You beat me. I don't own one of those.
I also have an M1 bayonet, of course, and with the M7 sheath on it and everything like that. And then I have a bayonet for what's that?
I have
Mike?
yours.
Okay, you have that. Yeah, you do. And then I have because I brought it down there, so you have it.
Yep.
But and then I have whoa shit, dude.
What?
No, you just.
Yeah, it's my World War I Austro-Hungarian 1861 patterned officer saber.
That's cool. I have a bayonet that fits my my AR-15 that I have, but I've heard that it also could fit an M1 carbine, but I've never tried it before.
Oh.
Yeah, I have that one too. I could go get that
I
one.
was gonna say, is it an M9? But it's not.
No, the M7 bayonet, right, from
The
Vietnam.
M7.
I don't know. Here, let me go get it.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't the M7 for like the M14 or is that the M6?
It's the M6, and then the M7 is for the AR or the M16.
Okay.
It will not fit an M1 carbine.
M1 carbine too?
No.
Oh, I was like, I don't think so.
David Wagner Woodworks. I have a buck knife. Yeah, I did too.
I mean, this is what I carry right now. It's like my everyday.
David taped on his double barrel shotgun like a bayonet.
Look at that.
He's a badass.
No, you're supposed to use hose clamps. They're much more durable and solid.
Right.
Everyone knows if you want to haphazardly attach something to a gun, use hose clamps.
Right.
Seen it in real life. You'd be surprised the cool shit that people hose clamp to their fucking guns.
Well, the reason I like bayonets is because you can take them off very quickly.
Fair.
Hose clamps?
Well, hose clamps still come off without really hurting the gun. But
no, but like you have to have a screwdriver and like.
That's fair. Yeah, you have to sit there and. But it's better than using tape.
Yeah. Well. Or
Get a
zip ties.
flathead screw, or flathead or Phillips head screwdriver, and you get 2 hose clamps, and you put that on any gun. Improvised bayonet. You're all set.
Yeah, or what? Never mind. I can't do that on the stream. I was just about
Thought about it. I was like, I was about ready to be like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. Lesson learned.
Yeah, and Michael comes back just in time for it to be
Just
shut down.
gone.
But like, I used to open my mail. I bought one of these after seeing your video on it.
That's one of my favorite bayonets. That probably is my favorite bayonet. Yeah.
And this one is I forget where the maker is. It's the Dolphin one. Wherever it is. It's on here somewhere.
It'll say it right on the fucking blade.
It's a Frobus 3.
Yeah, Frobus. Yeah, that's what I have. Yep. Those are the earlier ones. Yep.
Yeah, with the like weird anodizing on the blade.
Yep, that's what I have. Those are really cool. They're awesome knives and bayonets.
Yeah, and I like the waffle grip better than that new one they went to.
So that is actually like I would consider that a fighting knife and a bayonet and wire cutters and whatever.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is a really fucking useless knife for like everyday use because the blade is so fucking thick on it.
Oh, it's very thick. Yeah.
That it's almost like, why even trying to cut stuff? You might as well just like hit it with the truck.
There's a whetstone in that sheath.
Underneath the strap. Yeah. On the
So if you sharpen it and you know what you're doing, that's actually a very useful knife. So
This right here.
yeah, it's an M7 bayonet.
M7.
It's not gonna fit on the M1 or M1 carbine. Nope.
Okay. Someone told me it would. It fits perfectly on my AR-15. So.
Yeah, because the M4 bayonet that looks just like that has a smaller muzzle ring. And that will fit on the M1 carbine. But the muzzle ring, they're
looks like it was like plugged or something back here. That's kind of weird.
That's the Tang. That's the Tang.
Yep. Hey, stop flipping your fucking ears on me. That hurts.
Because this is the M9, which is like the current US bayonet.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Knives. So many knives.
I'm learning about knives though. Like I didn't know.
Michael's voice is shaking.
Knives. I have this one too.
Was that like one of the $20 Chinesium specials?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty cool. I like that guard on it.
Yeah. So
you can take it out, practice throwing it at trees and stuff like that.
It's like a Roman sidearm, like a side. Oh, so it's.
You want to look?
It's like a huge Bowie knife.
Mula. Yeah, it's a fucking. That's a Chinese.
Chinesium.
It's still a knife.
Yeah. Right. No, you can fucking kill someone with this.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like when we went over to your neighbors and we were throwing knives and stuff.
For YouTube that is watching this, you can, if you wanted to, you can also kill somebody with a butter knife or a spoon.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying that he's going to.
Now. Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, he's not going to kill somebody. He's just going to gut him.
Mm-hmm. Kill someone with that.
Paintbrush. Yeah, you actually can. People have died from, people have actually been killed in history from paintbrushes, which is actually cool.
Well, I mean, it was like that one kid that was a psychopath, and he took a number 2 fucking pencil, and he stabbed another kid 40 times in the neck, and he died.
Oh, right. I'm not surprised he died.
Like,
yeah, you can. That's like in prison, one of the number one things they use is shivs or toothbrushes.
Yeah, plastic. It's easy to file on the walls and stuff. And get it between someone's ribs or in the neck is the actual Achilles heel of the body. That's what people don't realize.
Right.
But where in the neck too? People just like stab him anywhere in the neck. It's like, no, you gotta know where the jugular is. Like,
or you just stab him 40 times with the Ticonderoga number 2 pencil. You'll hit something important.
A Ticonderoga number 2 pencil. Yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, you're gonna get there. Oh yeah, just trust me on there, bud.
It'll go as long as you sharpen that thing good enough. That's a durable pencil. It'll go.
Yep. So really quick before I let the weasel horse out, and I'm gonna go grab that. If I can find it,
if you could find it.
Yeah, because I know I have some that are still in the package. Like they're repros, of course. They're modern produced, but they're pretty cool. Let's go to the mustache update.
Oh.
Still the same. This is bushy.
Getting there.
So I
Throwing
have
it
the link
out.
in the description. I'm also going to post this here. You fuckers can shell out a couple of bucks,
Can
a buck
donate
or two.
to help people across the world. This is a world organization, not just the United States.
Right.
For charity.
Yeah, you fuckers could you can shell out a couple of shekels for that.
Yeah, I think the minimum donation's $1, but
Oh, that's
I know it's asking a lot from all these people. A whole dollar.
Well, they might have to like forego their morning McDonald's coffee tomorrow morning.
I know, right?
You know, I mean that's a lot to ask, Devin.
I know.
Yeah.
That's probably why I only have like 20 people in my Discord. It's a whole $1.
Yeah, that coffee's
Right.
more than $1.
So, yeah, tax. It's like
So
a
I mean,
fifth tax.
myself and Michael A up here with the fucking little field jacket there that he's, stolen valor.
Yeah.
We've donated to this thing, and and I'm also growing a goddamn porn stash here, which is not good. It's really not.
Early
And,
run,
That's
Jeremy.
pretty impressive.
I'm gonna have to go through Thanksgiving seeing a bunch of people with this thing on my face.
And they're gonna be like, "That's majestic," because it's probably the best.
No, they're gonna be like, "What are you doing, bud? What are you doing?"
Just put some shoe polish in it. Get
Yeah, I
that,
was gonna say, get
yeah.
like one of those like eyeliner pens and like fill it out.
Yeah, get rid of
Jesus.
that. Get rid of that
That's
peach
what
fuzz.
people
Make it
do.
black.
Like,
Well,
yeah,
I do have a lot of brown shoe polish coming my way,
There you go. See?
and I'm gonna stock. You know why I'm stocking that up, Michael?
Oh, I do know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
I got a deal. One of my wholesalers was putting the kiwi brown shit, 20 cents a fucking can.
Oh, that's good.
That's
And
awesome.
I'm like, yeah, I'll get 100 of those, and they'll put that in the warehouse. I'm like, I'll spend $20 and like have a bunch of those, unlimited supply of that for aging stuff.
Fucking A.
So, yeah. But yeah, so I do have that coming, Michael. All right, the Weasel Horse, he's antsy. And then I told Devin, like, I sold years ago, and then I took them off the site, but I think I still have a few. The Navy Mark III diving knives.
Mm.
They're actually really cool. Like, I kept them for myself. It's somewhere. But that's a really cool thing. So I'm gonna go try to find that.
Yeah, I
and
gotta
then
have
let the Weasel
something more
Horse out.
convenient for opening mail that's not an M9 or an original Austro-Hungarian officer saber.
Well, for opening mail, you need a fucking. Well, you can't do it in Minnesota. There you go.
Yeah,
Well,
I need a $500 combat knife like Michael's got.
dude, if you get a Fairbairn Sykes, even a repro, like a $10 repro, that's
Yeah.
really good for opening mail.
It is. Well, it's because it's basically a mail knife.
Right. I had one in Iraq. I bought like a cheap $10 one, and I carried it where I could. And I was like, I carried that thing and then took it home, and then I don't know what the fuck happened to it.
There was one guy, a British commando that so it's like it's on like the page about the Fairbairn Sykes fighting knife. And there's a guy in like 2018 in Afghanistan, a British commando that stabbed a terrorist to death with a Fairbairn Sykes fighting knife, and it's documented.
Yep.
Jesus.
They're great knives. They're really good. Like if you know how to use them too, like I learned how to hold them.
Yeah, and I saw they're so fucking tiny. They're like pencils.
Yeah, and they're
The
super
grip on them
light.
is so
Like
small.
it's like you're not even holding anything. You've got an attachment to your hand that's like 2 ounces,
Yeah.
and you can just do a bunch of shit. It's insane.
Nice.
It's funny too. Like, I was watching a video of an actual British commando
Yeah.
in World War II. He's like in his 80s or 90s in this video, and they were asking him like, "How did you use this knife?" And he's like, "Well, we would get up on Jerry, and we would stop, or you could actually slice his." And he's like, while he's doing it, he's like 19
He's
years old
motioning
again.
all this stuff, this like 80-year-old man. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like, and then you can slice somebody's throat by going like, and he's like doing this and then jab it into their neck.
Yeah.
And then, yes, so the Fairbairn Sykes knife was a very, very good tool that we had at our disposal.
And it's like, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy,
I have an original manual for one actually from the 40s.
it's
It has
insane because I know the
pictures of like
first.
how you were supposed to do it, and you're supposed to come
Yeah.
up behind somebody and you put your hand over their mouth and you stab them in the kidney.
Yep,
So they
kidney,
can't scream, and
Yep.
then you cock their head to their side and you wrench it down in their neck and you
And then
swirl it
drag it.
around
Yep.
to
Yeah.
cut their aorta. Yeah.
And
So, okay, before I tell this, Mike, you want to go do your shit with your.
well, I was just gonna say the first special service forces, which Devin and I have talked about before.
Yeah.
They had that, and it was like,
Yeah, the V-42 Stiletto,
Oh,
which is based off
fuck.
of Faber and Sykes. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty close, but like, yeah, yeah, I'll go do my shit, and then Michael, just give me a teaser. What are you gonna talk about?
It involves what you were just talking about into the this whole thing.
Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna go try to find that knife, and then let the weasel horse out.
All right.
I'm running out of beers.
That's a good thing.
I'm going to need it because coming up this next week, I'm going to be basically getting 4 hours of sleep a night for the next, well, maybe half of those days, 4 hours.
Yeah.
of sleep a night.
So what's going on? Your supervisor is sick or something?
No. So my boss got COVID. He came down with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Which means he has to isolate from 2 weeks from when his first symptom appeared. And that means he's out until Saturday next week. It's a holiday week. We sell a ton of food, which is what people like in this holiday, which is about food.
Mm.
And we have contracts for like 5 different companies. So like a lot of people are just off because it's a holiday week. So it's going to be basically me doing 9 people's jobs.
That's
for the
fun.
next week. Yeah.
So you're going to have you're not going to have 1 minute to blink then.
It's going to be like 20 hours a day of work.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah. So starting tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd quit if that was me.
Well, it's coming with money. It's
No, I
coming
get
with
it.
money. So
Yeah.
and it's just everything all lined up at the perfect wrong time because it's Thanksgiving, obviously. And,
Right.
And he got sick. And normally me and him just do all the holidays because I get Canadian Thanksgiving off, which was last month. We do it in the fall, like when it really happened, instead of the middle ass of winter, like the Americans do for some reason. So like, then I just work the Thanksgiving holiday, which is like our second largest holiday behind the 4th of July.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And me and my boss just do it all, and then everyone else gets off. And then now it's going to be just me.
Well, I mean, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I've been in those situations before.
Well, I'll tell you what. By Monday, I'm going to have so little patience that the first person like that comes up and asks me a stupid question, I'm going to explode. Like, I already am so tired of foreign people coming up here, like from other states, coming up here to visit their families for Thanksgiving,
Mhm.
and they don't know where anything is because they can't read the fucking signs in the store. And, I'm just like livid. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that my fucking multicam jacket resembled a Walmart vest. You must be the, fucking 20/20 vision there, Captain Hindsight. But
You mean you have customers come up and ask you shit?
yeah, because they just assume I work here.
Oh man.
Because I'm like, I got a box.
Right.
Like, oh, can you help me reach this? Or can you help? No, I don't work here. Sorry. Everyone that's worked here for the last 30 years wears a vest, a giant one. It's like bright colored and it says Walmart on it.
Damn, dude. When I worked for, I think like one of the very first jobs I had was I worked for Frito-Lay, where I'd go in and stack chips and displays and stuff. And that although I did that at like 1 a.m. to like 4 or 5 a.m.
That's the best time to be in there because there's no fucking people in there.
Right, and that was it. But that was the best thing. And yeah, I think like there were some times where right when I'd be finishing, like customers were starting to come in, and but I never had to deal with that. Once I actually started working in grocery stores, like Rosars and Trader Joe's and Ralph's and stuff like that, then yeah, it was more like having to deal with customers. And the funny thing is that, you think that like, oh, working with customers, like you work with people, you become more gregarious and more, and stuff like that. No, it was the opposite effect.
Yeah, it makes me fucking hate society.
Right. It makes me even like it makes me want to be around people less.
Yeah.
And
there's times like, because I work in grocery stores, when I get done with work, I will have no food at home, but I will refuse to go to a place and buy food because I'm so done with the populace. I'm like, I'll be hungry. Fuck it.
Right, fuck. I don't want to deal with these assholes. No, I got so touchy when I worked for Ralph's. I was on the check stand, counting groceries and stuff like that. And like all these people, they have like these little fucking like idiosyncrasies with what they want, with like, oh no, put it in the bag this way, this way, and this way, and this way.
Yeah.
And eventually, like, it got to the point to where like a lady would say something, to me like, oh no, don't put that in there, put that in there. And I became so pissed off at that point in my life when I was doing those jobs that like, if she had, because there were paper bags, this is in California where they don't have plastic bags.
You can't have plastic bags.
Yeah, they have like brown paper bags. And if I'd be like setting something in that's gentle, I would like squeeze it and like crush it. Then she couldn't see it and put stuff on. Oh my God.
That's why you don't be mean to people that touch your food.
Right. Yeah. It's exactly right. Yeah. So, but like, thinking about that now, I was like, God damn, I was so touchy. Like,
that's a totally reasonable thing. Like, if you like it couldn't be that one thing that person does, but like, there's definitely a buildup, and then you snap. You just do.
Yeah, it was stuff like that. No, I was just talking about how like those types of jobs made me so touchy. Like when I first started those jobs, I would not have done that, but eventually it just got worse and worse and worse. So I just like, if someone looked at me the wrong way, I was like, I want to fucking kill you.
Yeah, like I'm done. Like fuck this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm never working retail again.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yep. But here's the thing: is
you had to work at Menards. We've all been there.
I did.
Oh well, you worked at Menards, Devin?
No, you did. I said you.
Oh yeah, that wasn't the people. That was the people running the store.
Yeah, management. I've definitely quit jobs because of management before. Like, it wasn't anything about the job or like people, but it's like, fuck this guy. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And so, whatever. But like, that's Menards. That's a different rant for a different night. Anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Michael.
What I was going to talk about, you guys were mentioning that whole thing with the part of your, like in between your neck and your collarbone.
Wedge it down through the neck into the chest cavity. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I remember my dad knew this guy who was in Vietnam, and he took a course once with this ridiculous like commando guy, and he said that one thing that he liked to do was take a ram's horn and put like a giant fucking spike on the end of it, and he would jam that into that spot right there, into their heart, and like wiggle it around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just like a ram's horn. Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, whatever gets the job done, right?
Yeah.
It's a little fucked. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean,
here, but like,
to be fair, all the special forces guys are. Like.
Yeah. Yeah. So Devin.
Look at that.
Mm.
All right. So. All right. The sheath. You just got some 550 cord on here, but I took it off.
Ooh.
That's about perfect. I like that.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's got the
black.
Yeah,
blurry.
Shit in
blurry. Yep.
Mike,
it's got the really aggressive drop point on it. It's got the serrations. Yeah.
Nice. It's pretty thick metal too.
Yeah, it's not super thick, but it's thick enough like where
it's not going to
bend,
snap,
but it doesn't bend a lot, which you want some bend with your steel.
Yep.
But yeah, this is a great fighting knife, and
it's about perfect.
Yeah, it's super short. It's a utility knife too. Like that's the thing is like, it's made to be a utility knife and a fighting knife. So
perfect, a knife that can do everything.
Yep, they're fun.
I like it. So, but yeah, it's like, so I've been watching and reading a lot about knives and steel and stuff like that the last couple of days because I was like, I gotta get one at least. So
yeah. Yeah, it's good to have a knife that you can the way I look at it is like fighting knives, anything can be a fighting knife if you want, but the shorter the better generally.
I mean, you can also write with
the
Ticonderoga No. 2 pencil, so I mean
Sure. You can't write with these things.
You could also bring a Ticonderoga number 2 pencil on a plane.
Mm.
They won't even bat an eyelash at that.
No shit.
Notebook. There's some things you just can't police. Yeah, people have. Yeah.
Well, the TSA.
This is also a good one.
That is a very good one. That's a fantastic knife, actually. Like, I don't have one of those, and I don't know why.
Well, next batch that I get of these to sell, I'll save you one.
Because, like, they're fucking amazing. It's probably the best bayonet ever made. Like, it's up there.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
It's up there. It's definitely up there.
I'd say the M18 for the K31 is probably my favorite.
Yeah, but that's pretty hard to beat.
As far as the old school bayonets. But yeah, this is a fucking stellar knife.
It is it's Swiss. What do you expect?
Right, but it's like they
don't make any garbage in Switzerland. Like, this
is a fighting knife for a guy my size.
I was like, that's probably going to be like almost a sword on me. I'm tiny.
Right, but like it's still like I love the double-edged blade. It comes out to there. And it's thick.
No polars, no weird bullshit. It's just good steel.
Yep. So, and that's why I like that it I showed you that, off YouTube.
Yeah.
The Sig 556R that you persuaded me to buy.
Yep.
Because I got the lug.
It's a Swiss-made AK, and how do you get any better than that? So.
But I got the lug to put this thing on there, and it looks awesome.
Bam.
Fucking great. So.
I do like those lug adapters because I think that's a way better knife than.
I think so too. I think it's longer and it's more just a bayonet. Like, see, the thing with the M9 is it's got the serrations in it and the fuller, and then the little
eye for
cutout. The eye for the wire cutters. It's like, well,
that's a lot of shit going on. It's trying to be too many things at once. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why the OKC, the Marine Corps bayonet, like the current one, it doesn't have a fuller. It's just a blade.
Yeah, you have one of those too, and I was like, that's actually a pretty good knife. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, it's a heavy fucker.
Well, yeah, it's like heavy. A 1/4 inch thick fucking full-tanged blade. Yeah,
but yeah, it's cool. So, Michael,
yeah,
can you see the moon?
Can I see? Yeah, I can see the moon. Why?
Really? Because I'm looking at it right now. It's coming through.
Well, I mean, I'll have to look out my window in a second.
It's cloudy here, so I can't see shit.
It's almost a full moon, right?
What day is it? Because like the 19th, there's supposed to be like some big eclipse going on eventually. So that's tonight. Look at that. The upper part of the United States is supposed to see, like me and you, Mike, are supposed to see a really, really long eclipse tonight or something.
I can see the moon, but it's just some cloud cover, so it's kind of like barely coming through.
Yeah, no, it's really fucking bright here. Oddly enough, it's so creepy. Like the late fall moons are just so creepy because like you got the pine. Like it's moving around to a pine tree that's like got the outline right on it. It's so fucking cool. But
I like pine trees, so they're great.
Picturesque.
Yeah,
it's very cool. I like this.
Look at that. We're like in stealth mode here or something.
Well, yeah, I had to shut my lights off because everyone else has their lights off.
Well, I always have my lights off. Like, what the fuck? You got to see the clusterfuck that is my fucking helmet collection.
Yeah, your shit pot collection. I get it.
Oh well, Devin. Since we're talking about that shit pot collection.
Yeah, you got it in. Look at that.
Got it.
That was a great fucking thing. I've been looking for one for you for months, and I just stumbled upon it that morning. I found that.
Yeah, I woke up and I'm like
right now.
Yeah, I woke up. It was like really early, and I was like, "Why the fuck is Devin?"
Yeah, I'm like, I'm looking at it at 5 a.m. I'm like, Mike, you got to buy this. You've been looking for one forever, and it's like mid condition.
Right. And I woke up at like 5:15, and I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck does he want?" And then I was like, "Oh," and I got up and like
$230, and I was like, "You got to buy this now."
Yep. And I was like, okay, yeah. And then I told you like after that, I kind of woke up and whatever and went there and bought it. And then I was like, got it. And you're like, good call. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, John Madden. Like, I appreciate that.
Well, you've been saying you wanted a large for months.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, they're hard to track down. They didn't make that many.
Well, that's mint. It's never been worn.
Yeah, and one in good shape with a cover for that.
And
price.
the net. Yeah. It's actually a Canadian net. It's got the little plastic things that stick down into the fucking liner. Yeah. And
It's
that
a
was
decent enough helmet as long as you don't ever have to wear it in a combat situation.
yeah, I could, because here's the thing is when I put it on and I adjusted it, it's very loose.
Well, it also adjusts by itself because the plastic clips will just slide.
Oh yeah, but like the actual head part, like it adjusts by itself.
Yeah,
And it moves, and I'm like, I don't like that.
Won't, but like, yeah, the suspension moves.
It just moves, yeah.
Yeah.
And that because when I was in, I first got in, I had the ACH, right?
The pad, yeah.
And it was like once you get it fitted, it does not move when it's on your head. And yeah, this thing is. I like the shape of the CG634 better.
Sure. I actually really like the suspension. It takes getting used to those.
Right, and this thing's mint, and I adjusted it all to be comfortable. It's very comfortable.
It's a very comfortable helmet, yeah.
But yeah, what's up, Mike?
Speaking of helmets, something I got the other day, I was telling you guys about that helmet that I've had since I was a little kid. When I was a little kid, I got a helmet that resembles kind of a German helmet, but it has some things on it that I know aren't right, and it's kind of smaller. And I'm thinking that you guys would probably know what it is.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, it's right back here.
Get it.
Go get it.
Do it. God, look at those fucking spindly little legs. You lose your virginity with that finger? Or what?
Huh?
Did you lose your virginity with that finger?
That's my good finger.
Well, don't say that out loud. It'll make the other 9 jealous.
Oh shit, Michael's going into the closet and he's gonna come back out.
He's gonna come out of the closet. Michael's gonna come out of the closet.
Holy shit.
Oh, I'm coming out of the closet. Right?
I mean, I always thought he did dress a little too fashionable.
Yep. Little bit faggy. Not too much, but enough.
Man. You know how I know I can't ever be gay? I got super excited today because I bought a stock pot. And I was like, I feel like a gay man would probably already have a bunch of fancy matching coloring and stuff. And I was like, I bought a terrible stock pot at Walmart. And I was like, this is the best thing ever.
So, yeah, this thing is fucking weird. Here it is.
That's Spanish.
Okay, it has a little thing on the front there.
Yeah, it's Spanish. It's an M40.
It's for a badge. It's a Modelo Z.
Yep. It's an M4064.
Yeah,
M4264. Sorry, my bad. Yep, but it's the updated one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got the weird fucking suspension liner in it. It's missing the suspension liner, but
yep.
Yeah, it does. It used to have that.
Yeah,
in
it's
there,
like you got about
in pretty good shape. They're actually worth a decent amount of money now. So.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and even back in the day, like those were like $10, which is awesome.
I had 2 of them back when they were like $10, and I sold both of them for like $150 each. So
a little bit too small for your melon, Mike.
I always thought it's way too small as a helmet. I remember my dad put this on, and it was like barely fit him.
Yeah, it's a size 64.
Yeah,
which is not. I mean, it's pretty common, but like you wear a 66.
I was like, 64 is my size. Damn.
Right.
So yeah,
Michael's got a melon.
I do. I got a head.
Big fucking disturbing melon.
I got a head, all right. And for a while, also, I was I don't know, I was into collecting gas masks and stuff like that. I just found these in there too. And
speaking of that, so I got in stock right now. I have a bunch of Romanian M74 gas masks, and I was thinking, like, it randomly like came to me. I was like, those are very close in like design and shape to the German M38 gas masks, right?
Okay.
So for the guys, because they would have had the gas masks in their canisters for the film.
Yeah.
I know we're talking about the film, but like it's also really cool for these guys to know. I was thinking we could just use those to fill the gas mask cans up so they don't echo and they don't. Ting.
Yeah, so that way they make the right noise and they have the correct weight.
Right.
Yeah.
So like.
Because
I have them
see them on camera, but they're close enough. Yeah.
Right, but like I have them. Let's fucking use them. So
no, that's a good idea. Also, in my current script, there's when they're first in their like row is going through their bread bags and gas mask cans. I put that in there. So I mean, it might be kind of cool if we actually had one to where like he pops it open and like dumps it out and be like, oh, and throws it away.
We can get an original one or a post-war one that looks the same. Like we can get that for that scene. Yes.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Yep.
So yeah, I used to know all these things, but you probably know what this is.
It's a Finnish one.
That's well.
It's Finnish.
Yeah, it's finished. Yeah, it's an M61. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and
Yep.
of course, everyone like knows this the classic Soviet one. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the GP5.
GP5 or 6, yeah.
Mhm.
5, yeah.
Yeah, I used to think gas masks looked really cool, so I used to draw them a lot and everything.
I mean, I still got mine, but like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
That's more towards the German style, yeah. But that is I think that's a Polish or a
I was gonna
Czech
say
or Polish.
Yeah.
Yep.
It says M51-2 on it.
That
And,
might be that actually might be a Draeger.
No, it's not. They're darker.
I could have sworn actually this was like NATO or something.
Look at the filter. Look at the filter, Devin.
It's a Finnish filter on it.
Is it?
I think so.
Looks like a German filter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it can't be Finnish because that's 40mm threads.
Yeah, it's
It
40.
says ABL 1974 on it.
That's a. I think
That could just be a German filter, though. It doesn't mean that's what the mask.
You're right. You're right. But like the mask itself looks like a Polish.
It looks like, yeah, I say it's Polish.
Fuck, were they called the?
Michael's gonna put it on, Michael. Come on now.
We're seriously doing this?
Yeah.
I guess get my Polish MP5.
Yes, God damn it. See, yours looks way more comfortable than mine.
It's a Canadian C4.
This one's way more comfortable than both of yours.
Oh, you got that like SWAT team one from Terminator 2.
I can't put the headphones on right now, but like oh shit, this got dust in it. Oh my god.
Cat fucking hair. Oh my god. That's been sitting around for a while. But this is, out of all three gas masks, this is the best. Ah, fuck. Cat fur is immense.
Well, yeah, actually, I can put my headphones on.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, this is it's funny. I have one out in the garage. When we were when I bought this house, the guy that had it before us smoked like a fucking chimney, right? I mean, like it was so bad. And so we used trisodium phosphate to get that shit off the walls. Okay. And then we rubbed it off, and then we used Kiehl's oil-based primer for the entire house. And we used a sprayer, right? Like an actual, like a mechanical sprayer, an electric sprayer. And when we were doing that, the vapors were so fucking intense that so Sophie's dad, my fiance's dad, was over here helping us paint. And it was his sprayer, and I'm like, well, let me go down to my store when I still had the store, and I'm like, let me get some of these Polish gas masks. And so I grabbed a couple of these for us, and we were spraying the whole house down with primer, and we put this on, and he's like, this is actually a really good mask. Like, this is comfortable. I'm like, yeah, I can breathe and all that shit. And so we ended up wearing these masks when we were painting. I have a mask out in the garage that I still use. I chipped the paint off the the vision part of it, but it's caked in primer. And still, like I just replaced the filter and I used it for other shit. But like we actually used it for a practical application, and it worked great. It was like, because I mean, if you took this mask off, your lungs would burn, your face would burn from the oil-based primer that we were spraying, and then you put it on, and it's like, well, we're good. And so we did that, and because he was in he retired this year, but he worked at a nuclear power plant for 30 plus years. And he's like, well, this is better than any of the gear they ever gave us. And I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, this is like really good. Like it actually protects you, and it's comfortable to wear for a long period of time. And so yeah, the Polish, they got this idea from the French, from Devin will probably know this, the model of the what the hell was the French model that they adopted this from? But anyway, yeah, and it's like when the filter gets full and you can not breathe anymore, you just go deep breath, unscrew it, screw in a new filter, and you're good to go.
Yeah, nice.
But you can also see a bunch, because you guys both have the lenses, like the eyes that you can see a little bit out of. This is, I can see about 140 degrees.
Right.
No, I've got pretty good peripherals with mine. So.
Yeah, I got Coke bottle lenses with mine.
Yeah, those are the round lenses, and like, yeah, it's fine and everything, and like so is Devin's, but you know, it's still like I like this kind of vision better.
Right.
Yeah, the panoramic rather than having that divide. Yeah.
Exactly. And yeah, it's really cool. So I'm gonna eventually so
I want to conceal my whole head.
Your fucking face.
You took the gas mask off. You're like, oh god. It's funny. No, I am gonna get one of those Romanian. Although that one sucks. Like that's not good. I don't like those.
No, the GP5s.
You talking about this?
Don't like those. Yeah. I mean, seriously. So I'll go out to the garage right now and get the Romanian M74s that we're going to use to fill the. Oh, you have a repro. Yeah, okay, that's cute.
It's not a repro.
What is that?
This is a 19. It says right on it. This is a 1938 dated Nokia Finnish gas mask.
19 what? I cut out my internet shit.
1938 Finnish Nokia.
Okay, they literally copied that from the Gumi Maska and then the later Maska.
Yeah.
This one's the most comfortable to wear.
Yeah, so that is a copy of the US M2 gas mask. They used a 60 millimeter filter instead of a 40 millimeter. I have adapters if you ever want one to use 40 millimeter filters.
Then you can put modern filters in it, yeah.
Or NATO filters, yeah. But I have adapters for them. A lot of people buy them. But yeah, it's I'm gonna go out and get the Romanian one really quick. I'm working on it, babe.
Damn, that thing is that's the one of the very first.
Yeah, this is a World War II original, so doesn't even have this. So like instantly, my eyes are fogging up because there's no separation between your mouth. So like I already can't see. I'm blind. Like
there's no vent or anything to get that out.
Nope. But like the filter is also like it comes off. It's just
okay.
It's just
the weirdest thing about this thing. You take this filter off. Oh, nice.
It's like a shower head.
Right, yeah, very effective. You take
it's also just a hole then, like there's nothing else there.
Right. you take the filter off this thing and everything smells like shit for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is.
That filter's gonna be mostly just charcoal.
Okay.
So it's literally pulling like all of the bad agents in the air are just binding to that active charcoal. And
interesting. There we go. God, that thing looks fucking terrible.
It's not that great.
That's what it says on the review of it. It's not that great.
So it reminds me of like, you remember that episode of like Doctor Who where like the little kid was running around with the mask?
Right.
It's like that, yeah.
Yeah. Very,
And
you
people
ever
are
see...
expected to like survive in this. Like, I take 2 breaths, can't see. Like,
Yeah, no shit.
All right, gents. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to wear headphones or with this on, but yeah, I'm just gonna take this. I took it from inventory.
Okay.
So I will bust this bitch open. It's very cold. Still in the wrap.
still in the wrapper even.
And where's the filter? There we go. Also still in the wrap. No longer in the wrap. So this is what this Romanian filter looks like.
Okay.
So I'll pop the rubber gasket up. Bottom. Come on.
It'd be hilarious if you put that on while it had the cap on it.
Yeah, no, not gonna do that. I don't like that feeling of suffocating.
I don't like that feeling of suffocating.
All right, paper bag, a plastic bag rather. Nothing else in there. All right, so
John's putting it all out the filter.
here's what the mask itself looks like. It looks like a, well, no, it doesn't have the round eyes, but like a.
Yeah, mine looks more like a German one.
See, this mask isn't so bad if you take the filter out of it.
Yeah.
All right. No, Michael, leave your fucking shit on, you fucking.
Dude,
God.
I'm gonna put another one on.
Oh, so here's another cool thing. So I just noticed this because it's new.
Yeah.
I just about put it on. Styrofoam in there.
Oh, fun. Yeah, some of my filters have those.
So I'm gonna. No, that's the
Oh,
mask.
look at
itself.
that! He's got the vintage.
Oh, the M17 or the check M10M
Yep.
or M10. That's an M10.
I also have a hood that comes with this.
It's an American
Right.
M40, isn't it?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
look at that.
That's a check M10. That's another drinking tube. All right. First, I put one of these guys on, a Romanian M74.
Okay.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, the lens is so fogged up right now.
Yeah, 'cause it's cold.
Oh, it's so cold. It's so cold.
That's actually a really cool gas mask, though.
Yeah, a lot of people have bought these and they like them. Yeah, I could probably put this on.
Yeah, I can hear you.
This is actually really comfortable.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
No, it's like I'm not shitting you. Like out of all the gas masks I've worn, this is actually like I don't have it buckled tight, of course. It's still got a seal on it, but not a good seal.
Right.
So actually, it does have a seal on it, so we're good.
Yeah.
Wow, this is insane. But yeah, so Michael, I was saying like these are the masks that I think we should throw in the German gas mask canisters.
Okay.
You know, what do you think?
Yeah, I
They're
think
close
it'll work.
enough.
Yeah, I think
They're
it'll
cheap.
be fine.
They're cheap and they'll work. I could actually. I have some old Draeger, like the German ones, filters that look like the M38 filters. So I could just screw those in instead. So if they open up a gas mask canister, you can see the filter. And then
It looks
I'm
real
trying to
enough,
unplug
yeah.
these fucking lenses. Yep. So no, this is actually a really good mask. I've actually never worn one of these before, to tell you the truth.
Oh,
They look pretty
This is a
comfortable,
great-
yeah.
This is a great fucking mask. I'm not lying. Like this is, huh?
Devin, what else do you have?
For gas masks, that's all I got.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
you gotta put one on and then put another one on over it.
Put another one on it. Yeah, double protection. I did have at one point on my C4, I did have a filter on either side because you could change it and move it. It has 3
Yeah.
positions. It has a 60 millimeter in the center and 240 mounts on either side.
Oh, nice. See,
Yeah.
it's so funny. If you take this filter, I was just telling Devin this. You take that filter off, everything smells like shit.
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
This mask whistles when I exhale. It's
I
very
can hear
annoying.
it. I can hear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could hear it too. Yeah,
It's like having a really bad nose whistle, but
yeah.
like accentuated. Like you know the guy that you're hanging out with, and he's whistling through his fucking nose. You're like, pick your fucking nose, dude. Go to the bathroom. Pick your fucking
Yeah.
nose.
Stop snoring while you're awake.
Right. What the fuck are you doing? You know?
Whatever he wants, Mike. That's what.
So you guys can actually hear me very well through this?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Damn. That's another thing I judge gas masks on is like how well can you talk?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I was trained on the M40, which is not as comfortable as this, to tell you the truth. And but like oh my god, we were trying to talk to each other, we got to scream, and it's like, huh? You know, it's like, what the fuck are you saying, man?
That's funny.
So yeah, it's definitely weird.
The Devon's one, like that looks almost like an entire cap going over the back of it.
It's got the net on it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's gnarly.
it's real comfortable. Distributes the weight real nice. It is biased to the left because of the filter, but
Right. This is what I'm wearing is a clusterfuck. I'm wearing a M41 jacket, a whatever the fuck this is, gas mask, and a Spanish like stall helm.
Yeah, the wannabe, the 4264. Yeah.
Right. I should just show up to a reenactment with this on.
Yeah, they'll be fine with that. They'll be like, hey, good to have you aboard, bud.
I'm here to reenact Nazi zombies.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, this is actually very. It's hard to take off. It's like it wants you. It's like a fucking like a worm that's like invading your head. But yeah.
Do
So
your guys have the cool drinking tube?
This one. Yeah, I thought this one had something like that, but I don't know.
nope. These ones. Well, hold on.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No, none of mine do.
Yep.
Oh man, looks like you guys are gonna die of dehydration when Yellowstone blows up.
When Yellowstone blows up, like we're all fucked. So that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, if the fallout doesn't kill us, the basically nuclear winter afterwards will.
Right.
Yeah. The this one right here, when I got this, it came in pieces, and I had to install the filters that are inside here.
Yeah.
And that was such a fucking pain in the ass. I can't even tell you.
It is, and like that's the thing is like that's a great design. Once it's on, it's good.
Yeah.
You know, like it's fine, but like, well, what if you have to change the filters out?
Yeah.
Well, you take the whole mask off. And that's why, like, the filter or the mask you're wearing, and like I was just wearing, you unscrew it. You just go unscrew it, screw a new one in, and you've got another couple hours. You know.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yep.
This fucking thing, though. Yeah, when I got this, and I didn't have any instruction manual or anything. I just came in pieces.
Right.
And I'm like,
well, and you know that's copied off a U.S. design, the M17.
I thought this was U.S. because I've seen this before.
No, that's Czech.
Okay.
That's a Czech M10 gas mask. And that was copied off the M17 U.S. gas mask that they used in Vietnam. And up until the first Gulf War, some of them were still issued.
Okay.
And then they started going like later on to the M40.
Okay. This thing also came with a hood that like attaches to it and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yep.
The Czechs were, and the Czech M10M is that with a drinking nozzle.
Yeah, the
that
drinking
comes out.
tube.
Nice.
Yep, the drinking tube. So that's the only difference.
All right.
Oh, look at you! You look like a child.
I know. I always just look like a child.
It's so cute.
I know.
I like that C4 gas mask. It's too bad they went to the C5.
Whew. Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck about Canada, Devin. Just deal with it.
You know how much this is worth with this like original bag that like I have it in?
Someone asked in the chat right here. Yeah. Someone asked in the chat about my gas mask artwork. I don't think I have any of it saved anymore. If I do, it's somewhere in my garage.
What else you got in your garage? Like a 1971 Camaro that the drivetrain doesn't work on? Like
no.
I'll go grab an M40 gas mask really quick. The final.
Do it. Yeah, I wanted to compare that. I like the M40.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I train on. And I'm very proficient with. So.
Whew. My lungs feel a little oppressed right now.
Oh, come on now. You've never had to like actually do shit in a gas mask?
No, I've never been in the military, dude.
Oh my goodness. I remember running in this fucking thing and like I literally have like a brand new Canadian filter on it. It doesn't even have the date put on it yet. The original bag that it came in. Like this is like $1,000 gas mask on the collector's market because Canadian stuff isn't allowed to leave Canada legally. It's illegal.
Oh wow.
So like that's why when Mike got that CG634, that Canadian helmet in size large, you technically can't own those outside of Canada and outside of being in the active military.
Huh. Interesting.
So,
okay.
They're really hard to find, and that's why Canadian shit is so fucking expensive. But yeah, having this and the original fucking CAD Pet bag that it comes in makes it worth like a shit ton of money.
So that one right there, that wasn't
$1,000. If I wanted to sell it, I could probably get $1,000 for it.
Okay, so did you buy that just because you wanted to be reunited with what you used to have at one point?
No, I stole it. It's mine.
Oh, it is. Okay. So it's the one you used then.
Yeah, it's mine, and I got all the accessories with it too. Still, like, let's see here, what do I got? I got the original kit for like waxing up your face so you get an extra good seal.
Oh, nice.
And then I got, where is it? I got another one. I got the key for changing the gas mask, whatever side you want it on, for like being ambidextrous.
Beautiful.
Got the original key for it.
Very nice.
Got it all. Look at that.
You're kitted out with that thing.
I've been around the block a few times. I did participate in a war, so.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So they made you run in that stuff.
Yeah, in full mop gear, which is like your whole chemical uniform. Like in Jarhead, remember they made them play football in mop gear?
Yeah, I remember them. They made them run in them too. Yeah, and they had those big hoods on and everything.
So a lot of it, what they would do is they'd make you not like doing like a ruck march or anything, but they'd make you do exercise in them so you could get your breathing under control because it's really easy to hyperventilate.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll try to do this with the headphones. Yeah, I've got.
All right, so I like time you and be like, you guys got 45 seconds. Like there's a chemical attack.
Ours is 7 seconds, dude. So
all right, well you got. I'll tell you when. Put it back in the bag.
Oh, hold on. I gotta position this shit to where I can hear you.
All right. Put it back in the bag.
Also, you know it's prepared.
Yep. All right. Just let me know when you're ready. Or do you want me to just spring it on you?
Oh, it's been 12 years since I've had to do this. All right. You count down.
Go. You're a little slow. You missed it by like 4 seconds, but
yeah, that's because this part did not fucking seal.
That's pretty good though. That was 11 seconds. So
No, now we're good. This part, it's also very cold, so it's fogging the fuck up. Yeah, this part down here. Yeah, I fucked up. But yeah, we got a good seal now. So.
yeah, that was like the thing, Michael. You had to full mop gear in like 47 seconds or 50 seconds or something like that. You had, or you were considered a chemical warfare casualty.
Interesting. Okay.
This is the fucking mask that I went through basic training in Iraq with. I actually wore this in Iraq a couple times. Yeah, this is a bitch. Like, it's got 2 layers on it, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like the outside layer, the black that you see is one, and then there's an olive drab layer inside. That's the first layer, and the lenses and all that shit. and then the filter's just fine. Like I can change that with any NATO filter that they have. But I'm also oddly very comfortable with this thing because I've had so much training. So,
Mhm.
and it's old school nowadays. Like
It is old school. I like the M40.
The drinking tube is hitting me in the mouth right now. It's very annoying. But
Same in the C4, it's like always right in the way when you're talking. You have the straw sticking out. You could drink into your gas mask.
And all I have to do is pull it here and attach it to a canteen. I can drink. So, yeah, this is a gas mask that I turned on, and it works. They do work.
They do work.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, so
That one's harder to hear you in.
Probably better because you're a lot more quiet than the other ones.
Is it that one's a lot harder to hear you in?
right. So this is what I was saying. Is like when you said I can hear you very well. I was like, oh, that's interesting because we had to yell at each other. Like right now, okay, so I'm just talking right now, and it's very hard to hear me. If I go, hey, shift 4, left! It's still very hard. It's very muffled, you know. And that was one of the biggest breaks we had about this mask, is it's so fucking hard to actually, like, from a distance, talk to somebody. You know, and when we were all wearing masks, it was just the same thing. It was like, you know, we sit there talking to each other, and we're like, what?
Yeah.
You know, like,
And now they got all the ones with the fucking diaphragm switches on them, so you can
Yeah.
talk it normal.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's really fucking insane. It really is. We're like,
Yeah, fuck those guys. They don't have to yell themselves hoarse to get shit done.
but I'll say this about the M40. The flow, the airflow that I'm getting, besides the other two that I've won tonight, it's a lot faster and better. And
Yeah.
but here's the thing: is they made us in I don't know if there's anybody from Basic that's watching this. Like, I went through Basic in like 2008, 2009, or whatever. Even before that, they would make us go even no lap with just this. To like run around the fucking track with your mask on. And the track is a quarter mile long. It's sand, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! And it sucked. It was like fucking Christ.
Yeah, they got to train your breathing, and it's a thing they do, and it's awful.
Yeah, and it was like, yeah, you gotta train your breathing, but when you're like smoked, it's very hard to train your breathing
Mhm.
wearing this fucking thing, especially with a fucking rucksack and IBA, fucking, you know, your helmet and everything. It's like, well, yeah, it's very difficult. But I'm glad you guys realize that it's a very muffle of the M40. And this is a working M40 mask, but this is what it sounds like, and it's very interesting. So
All right,
Yeah.
we've gone through the gas mask phase.
Bam.
Oh yeah, now you're telling me like, oh well, either you wore fucking 5 of them tonight, you fucking clown.
No, I just think it's funny. I'm not complaining. I'm just like, all right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So-
I think that finish one was the worst one. You take 2 breaths in that you can't see.
what? I didn't wear a finish one.
I did.
Oh,
That fucking 1938 dated finish
oh,
one.
that thing. Yeah, well, that thing. It's a shitty. It's a World War I design.
It's like it's all one thing. So like the second you breathe, you can't see your plane.
Right. Yeah. Like and that's the thing is like so the M40 and the M74 that I just wore came in from the garage, which is really cold.
Mm-hmm.
The
It's
M74
pretty
we
damn
had,
fucking cold out there today. Yeah.
right. We had some problems with the fogging, but it went away. And the M40 was like pretty quickly it went away.
Hmm.
The problem with the M40 that I've had is in like really hot, humid temperatures. You know, like it'll start fogging if it's really hot and humid.
Yeah, and you can't purge that moisture, which really
Nope,
sucks.
you can't. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Answer it.
Sorry, no. God damn it.
Answer it.
Shut up.
Answer it. Answer it.
No. I had to answer it, then stop it. Fucking idiot. Sorry, 1 second.
Fucking idiot.
Answer it, Michael. I want to know what's going on.
Oh,
Well,
you know.
Michael's a piece of shit. That's what's going on. Michael may or not be involved in
what's going on.
No, Michael may or may not be involved in several like gang-ish activities, mafia-ish. He's not part of the mafia, but he's also not part of the mafia. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's doing deals. He's making drops. He's doing shit.
Well, I mean, so that's where all the movie funding came from. I understand.
Well, right, exactly.
Whatever works.
I mean, that's
right.
fair. I mean, $20 is $20.
Sorry, no, that was. I know what that was. It was a friend, and she I was talking to her earlier.
She's like,
so,
let's go out.
Yeah, but I'm like,
Here?
no.
What are you doing? I mean, well,
Well,
he did just come out of the closet earlier, so I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Right.
God damn you, dude. God damn you. Set it up. No, but she knows that we're doing this right now too. So I messed her up. Like, you just interrupted the chat.
Oh, well, you know what? Now she's gonna go in the chat and interrupt it.
Right? Yeah.
So,
Well, I want to be a fucking celebrity.
yeah. Yeah. Friend in air quotes.
Yeah. Well, enough of that. So.
No, like I told you, Michael, we're doing a banger tonight because Devin's going to be out for the next.
Yeah,
at least
I'm going to be
streams.
out basically turning into a fucking human zombie.
No, I get it.
A slave to capitalism is what I'm going to be. So.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so we're doing a banger tonight, the live
Right.
stream.
That's why I got the good vodka.
Dude, no, seriously though, like Devin, like we've not done in how many years of live streams, we have not actually worn gas masks.
No, we haven't. And I'm like, that was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah,
That was fun.
and it's
Yeah,
And it's
people whatever one everyone thinks was the best one, put it down in the comments.
Yeah.
right, and it's interesting that you guys say to me that like out of the ones that I wore, the M40, which I like a lot,
Yeah.
you couldn't hear me, like you could be like it was muffled.
It was very muffled, yeah.
I
Well,
know
also
exactly
your mic was just rubbing against the mask every time you moved, so it's like
Well, no, but like it was in the same. The mic was in the same spot with every mask.
yeah, but it just you
Yeah.
had it against the mask, so it bumped. So all we could hear was the mic rubbing against the mask.
Right, and it was like,
But you were also quieter, yeah.
yeah, it was fucking insane. But it's I remember wearing those fuckers. Oh my god.
Yeah. Michael's like, I've never had to wear a gas mask during strenuous activity. I was like, you got to try it.
Never done it.
No,
Nope, never had
it's
to.
not fun. It's not fun because, especially when they're like ordering you to do shit. You're like, I can't. You gotta get over.
There's
Get
people
over
that
there
pass
and
out.
do-
Like
you're
you
like-
can't
you're
get
trying
enough
to, like,
air if
inhale.
you don't train your breathing.
Yeah.
Like you will die wearing a
Right.
gas mask.
Right, and that's why I probably sounded like weird, like talking, like breathing through the gas mask, is because like I know how to do it. So does Devin, and like
Yeah. We've had
You
our
suck in-
practice.
you suck in really hard, you get about as much out as you can, and then you go, okay, next breath, and then
Yep.
That's fun.
damn.
There's a whole process to it, Michael. Like the gas masks are very nuanced, and then they fuck up your sights too. So like if you've ever tried to
Yeah.
shoot with a gas mask,
Oh
like,
yeah,
because it's like a prism almost, so it kind of like
Yep.
fucks up what you're seeing, like the distance it's at and stuff. So
and so
Yeah.
this is what people that know how to shoot call an excuse. It's not really a valid reason for shooting like shit, but when you shoot them with a gas mask, they'll take that and use it and say, that's why I shot like shit, is because of this prism effect, and like, let me explain this to you, and like whatever. So
it definitely takes a little figuring out. It's not hard, but it takes a little adjustment. It's not a lot, but you got to know what you're going into.
if you're a shit shot.
I mean, I'm not the best shot, but I'm not the worst shot.
Fair.
So, but like I can hit stuff in the gas mask, but it definitely was weird.
It sucks.
shooting and then
Yeah,
putting the gas mask on and shooting, it was definitely different. Like you had to hold differently.
Yeah, and it's like it's not comfortable at all, and it's like you can never get a good hold on.
No,
there.
you never
It's
get
like,
a good weld, and it's like fuck.
No, and like the prism thing like has some merit, I guess. Like
It
a
depends
little bit.
on your lenses and stuff. So
Well, and if your eyes are okay.
Yeah,
know?
fair.
And mine were
Imagine the
okay.
guys that have to wear a gas mask with fucking inserts.
Oh
you know,
yeah, yeah.
trying to shoot.
Those
Like,
guys, dude. Oh my god. I felt so fucking bad for those guys in basic because like
yeah,
they barely qualled with gas masks.
yeah. It's like
Barely.
fuck. I don't. It's like the props to you. Like if you just managed to hit the target a few times, even like props.
Well,
to you.
and I shot like shit. Like with a mask on, I shot like shit.
Yeah, something about it. Yeah,
Like I usually
very
got like
unnatural feeling.
I usually got at least 36 out of 40, and I think I shot 31 out of 40. Which
I mean, that's still not too bad. Yeah.
no, but like that's bad for me because it's like
Yeah. But that mask, it's weird. It does stuff to you.
and yeah, it's just awkward. Like it's, I mean, yeah, we should do a video on that in the future too. It's like all three of us
With
get
gas
together.
mask on?
No, we shoot the same rifle with the same ammo.
Which
and
one?
everything.
Which one are we doing?
We'll pick it out. Well, we shoot the same rifle with the same ammo at the same distance. We figure out who's shooting where. Okay, consistent, fine. And then we throw a gas mask on and do the same course. It's going to be so much worse.
It is. It's going to be very weird.
It's so.
I'd be curious to see what that's like.
Oh, for sure. It's and the same gas mask, obviously. Like it's.
But we're going to do sprints first because breathing.
yeah. That is. Yeah.
I mean, I feel.
And by the way,
I've been in pretty good shape with all my exercising. I feel like I could probably do all okay.
But cardio does wonders on shooting, and people are like, "Well, no, you a good shot or not?" And it's like, no, cardio really does wonders on your shooting skills. Like you can take the breath in.
Yeah, it allows you to manage your heartbeat and your oxygen and.
Yep. And so it does. I will give that some merit and quite a bit of merit. But like, even as fat as I am right now and as out of shape as I am, and you are, and Michael is,
I'm definitely out of shape.
I think we could still pretty much do okay.
That's fair. I just want to see how good Michael shoots.
Oh yeah, you haven't experienced that yet.
Like in general.
Yeah, I didn't like grade you on like your shooting when we shot at the farm.
Yeah, that's true. You didn't. We were too occupied with stuff, but we should do that at some point.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: your cycling of the K98 bolt, very good.
No, thank you.
That's
very
impressive.
good.
Most people don't cycle well. Yeah.
He didn't drop it. He just went, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Good. He's got
I shot a
palm thing down.
Yeah,
I don't.
He's got that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, because it was like that sort of thing. When I
no, he literally just goes. It's done.
Right.
Whatever he does, it works and it's fast, and then he's back on target immediately.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
but as far as accuracy, yeah, we didn't keep score of that because
grade,
I don't remember why, but like I rapid fired your M1 when we were down there for some reason.
Well, you were also like under a lot of stress.
That's true.
Like,
yeah.
Well, it's a good stress relief. It's just a rapid fire
Shooting
fucking
is a
M1.
fantastic stress reliever.
Oh no,
yeah.
That's absolutely true. But I don't know why, because like usually when I shoot my M1, I like to put some space in between so I can really.
Right.
But for some reason, it was like, "Here, Mike, you're right." I was like, "Yeah." Bam, 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 bam. And that was it.
Yeah, and like everybody was cool. It was like safe, and then like it's like that was a very stressful fucking day, especially for you. Like it was like and like shooting to me, that's why I was glad we shot because it was like, okay, it's a stress reliever. Bam. Okay, I'm good. And then we drove back on the gravel roads with the window down. and I was like, oh, I could taste the gravel in my fucking mouth. And then do you remember that? Like we were going up there and like all of a sudden that big fucking combine or whatever the fuck it was, like was coming towards us, and we're like, Jesus Christ.
All right, get away from this fucking thing. Yeah.
Pulled off the road and they went past us and it was like, all right, let's get back. And then we went and ate food and then went to it. But like shooting was awesome. Like and then our camera guys that like some of them were like, guns, whatever. It's like, yeah, you want to go shoot? They're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and they got into it.
Yep, they shot guns, and the guys got good
America.
sound. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's safe. Like we're fine. And so they shot guns, and
I mean, it's not really safe depending on how you're using it.
Myra,
we were well, like I said, I told her, I'm like, if you'd have listened to me, that would not have happened. But you didn't.
Right.
You just did your thing, and I told her that. But like, anyway, no, it was really cool. Like the stress relief and the shooting was actually needed. Like I think that was good.
It's good. Shooting, it's like one of the fastest stress relievers ever. So you squeeze that the first time you squeeze the trigger and it goes off, you're like, done. All your stress just goes away.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
something about it.
Yeah, we popped off quite a few rounds, and like it was fun, safe, and good to go. And I just love shooting. It's so fucking fun.
That was my first time though. Yeah, shooting a K98. That was my first time.
And you were actually really good with it. Like that was your thing.
Yeah, it was fun. I wanted to do
you
more of
have
it.
a bunch of, like Iron Cross tattoos or something. yeah.
I already have it.
No, but like Michael was really good with that. Like it's he
I have to give him something really weird and be like, figure this out.
Well, that's in the future, and that will be filmed, and he will look like a fucking piece of shit on camera.
Yep.
Like he will.
How
but, like, yeah, but no, like the K98, he just picked it up and he's like, okay, bam, and it does kick a lot more.
You still gotta find your 8mm so I can shoot your fucking fantastic Persian. I haven't ever got to. It's been twice now. You're like, well, we can't for whatever reason, and I was like, I really wanted to.
The 8mm that I want to shoot out of that, I don't know where the fuck it is, but we can shoot 8mm through it though.
Good. I want to try your fantastic, because that's probably, like, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful rifles you own.
It's a beautiful rifle.
Yeah, it
shoots. Oh god,
it's amazingly pretty. That is an absolutely gorgeous rifle. Your Persian Mauser is
absolutely
probably one of the prettiest guns you own.
Yep, and that thing is.
I even went to go look for one to try to buy one for myself. I'm like, I'm not paying that. So
right.
They're damn expensive, but I see why.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, yeah, we'll definitely, like, with the Whinery.
And I can bring the Wurndl.
Probably not gonna
shoot the first center fire gun ever made.
You know what? I have to get a membership at my range, which, oh god.
I mean, it's my powder. You can crank it off in the yard. It'll be fine.
True. Well, then help me get sand to fill sandbags to make a backdrop.
Sure, let's do it. We can fill some damn sandbags.
Can you? They're Swiss.
I could fill some damn sandbags.
They're the long sandbags.
Oh, the real long sandbags.
Yeah.
We can figure it out. We'll figure it out. Like, that thing's chugging along. That bullet's moving like 900 feet per second. It's not moving that fast.
Dave's like, oh, we can shoot here. It's like, well, can we?
Because I got a handful of Wurndl rounds left. Like, we could crank off that beast.
Right, because apparently it hurts the shoulder very hard.
What, the Wurndl?
Apparently, that's what you said, right?
No, the Steyr.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, the M95.
Yeah.
I've never really shot. I've never really shot anything that's actually like physically hurt me before in terms of recoil and all that.
You still got that M95 Stutson, Mike?
I do, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
That hurts.
Yeah, they hurt.
Dude, oh god,
You think you were shot shooting the thing? Like,
it's not good.
No, they're so light. Like, I hand people my long rifle all the time, and like the long rifle, which has like a full wood stock that almost goes to the muzzle, barely weighs more than an M16.
Yeah.
And like a Stutson, you're chopping like 10 inches of barrel off of that.
It's like 5 pounds.
Yeah,
like
the Stutsons are like just under 5 pounds without any ammo in them, and then you're cranking off a really hot, really heavy round out of one of those. And the way the butt is shaped and the way the stock is shaped, it focuses all the recoil into like one spot on your shoulder.
Oh, so it's like getting hit with a hammer.
The geometry of it just is
Yep.
trying to hurt you. The gun is
Yeah,
trying to hurt you.
it's not fun.
I was about to say it's not good.
Well, no, I would say it's not fun.
Okay.
I mean, they're fun for like 3 rounds, and then you're like, I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but they're pretty rough. They're pretty darn rough. They're probably the most painful gun I've ever shot is the M95 Stutson. So.
So all right, penises. Do you want to do some photo analysis?
Yes.
Well, why don't we make the subject for tonight World War One?
WW
For
original.
Michael.
Okay.
For Michael.
For Michael, okay.
He has to learn.
He has to learn about how terrible it is.
And just kind of what shit looks like. But yes.
Dude, some of those World War One pictures, because like me and you are part of like that raw images of World War One thing. Some of those even like make my stomach roll over.
Right, and that's what I'm gonna probably put up.
Because that's a really cool page, though. If
I have a lot of pictures saved of that.
It's a fantastic page.
All right,
so
let me go really quick.
The raw photos of World War One. I hope you like bones, Michael. There's a lot of bone.
Oh, it's like mustard gas melting people and shit.
No,
no.
Bones of like people that have been there for like 2 years. Just
by the way, Michael, I think I've told you this, right? Gas in its entirety in World War One accounted for less than 1% of all casualties.
Yeah, artillery was the biggest killer by a lot.
60%. Yep.
Yeah.
Artillery.
That makes sense.
So gas, the psychological impact, absolutely.
Yep. Less people died from gas than bayonets.
Right. Right. So yeah, it's pretty fucking insane. What do you want to do?
Just start at the beginning.
Well, I've got these in the files of like the countries.
Let's start with like the French.
Okay.
I like the French. Them and their fancy ass kepi hats and their.
I actually have a couple of these saved. All right, so we have to. So basically, Michael, this could be your kind of observations. What you know, what you don't know. It's good. You're on the spot, basically.
You're on the spot.
You're on the spot.
Your historical knowledge.
Okay.
And I want to see some epic mustaches.
That's inevitable. I can already tell that's a magazine pouch for a Shosha. Or
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. Yeah, nice. The Adrian helmets.
Yeah, the M15s. They're all got the flaming bomb insignia, which is the infantry insignia. They all have the horizon blue uniform, which means this is probably kind of mid to late 1915 or later.
The guy in the center has his overcoat pulled up.
That was the thing. So you have room for movement and ventilation. All of the French uniforms, because like they didn't have standard tunics like a lot of the other armies did. If you were on the front lines, you were required, according to the doctrine, to wear the long tailcoat.
Yeah. See, I didn't know though that the magazines for a Shosha came in. I've heard it pronounced different ways, but I've heard Shosha.
Yeah, we know what you're saying. Yep.
Okay, but I didn't know they came in magazine pouches like that. But right when I saw that, I immediately knew that hemisphere thing that's what they looked like.
That's the Shosha pouch.
Yeah.
Because the huge bottleneck and huge taper on the 8mm Lebel cartridge. Yeah, which is a black powder cartridge. Essentially, it's
actually okay. So I'm gonna say this right now. It was never a black powder cartridge.
11mm Gogh.
Oh, I thought you said
no,
the
8mm Lebel is 11mm Gogh neck down to 8mm and smokeless.
It's a totally different cartridge.
It is a totally different cartridge, but the parent case is literally 11mm Gogh.
Right. But like a lot of people believe that, like, oh, in the early days, like, you know,
No, it was from the ground up meant to be smokeless, but the French literally based 8mm Lebel off 11mm Gros.
Okay. Just to be clear and consistent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so
That guy's also
all right,
got
Michael.
look at all those epic mustaches. Almost everyone's got one.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty shitty. They all actually don't have them.
What is it, Mike?
Look at the helmets. What do you notice?
Well, the guy in the center, his like visor's all dinged up. It looks like.
Yep.
So that's weird. They have. I
weird.
don't know. What's that?
It's not weird.
Okay. Well, I mean,
If you've ever held an original like M15 Adrian helmet, they're like
They're
aluminum
super
foil. They're like
no,
really
I
thin.
have not,
Yeah.
but I've heard them referred to as tin hats before.
They
Well,
are.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's funny.
They're very thin, very soft
all right,
steel,
but
and the
anyway,
helmet is actually 5 pieces.
Yeah. Let Michael continue. Go on.
Okay, no. I don't know what that symbol is on the front of them. I don't know what that is.
The flaming bomb like that you see on the main guy with the bent helmet is the infantry.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Some of them have the guy on the one that your cursor is over right there. He has his looks like chin strap over the visor.
Yep.
Pretty common.
Yeah.
It's weird that one guy doesn't have a badge.
Well, Jesus Christ, Devin. That's what I was going to ask Michael to point out.
Well, what did you say? Sorry.
There's one guy that doesn't have a badge on his helmet.
Oh yeah, he doesn't. That guy right there. Yeah. That's
Probably got pulling off or blown off or
something.
something
The guy,
like that.
the guy in the background who you can see the side of his helmet, it almost looks like something's written on it, but that might not be the case.
Oh, which one?
On the left there, yeah.
The
the guy in the back, that guy right there. Your cursor's over.
Yeah. No, it's not.
That's just dirt. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dirt. But Devin, you were also incorrect. You said these are all infantry badges on their helmets.
Oh, those guys.
Well,
I mean, they're still probably mostly infantry. Yeah, they're still mostly infantry.
Zoom in on some stuff. Yeah, that's way better. Okay.
Oh, that guy's
colonial.
He's a colonial.
So that's what that
Wearing
little
blue.
part underneath that means right there?
So
that little wreath, yep.
Yeah, because like the guy next to him doesn't have that.
Yeah,
right.
he's an NCO and he's a colonial, I guess. So
interesting.
Well, no, that's not a rank patch. That's a overseas service patch.
Yeah. But look at his collar.
Yeah, he's colonial. It's black. It's black.
which
is pretty cool. He's still colonial infantry though, because it's a flaming bomb. But
no, I get that, but like it's but just kind of like, you know.
Yeah, they are all infantry still, but yeah.
Stick it to you,
cool,
Devin.
The colonial guy.
Yeah, stick it to you, Devin. Like this guy is colonial infantry.
Yeah,
he's a sergeant or a NCO, and he managed to make it through that.
So the guy in the center, zoom in on his. There's like someone just to the left of his head that looks like way in the background. Yeah, right there. It looks like he's wearing some kind of hat or something.
That's a gendarme. That's a police guy.
Okay.
You can tell by the dark blue.
Right. Well, yeah, French police are always dark blue. That's what I was saying. Oh, check out that guy right there. That's interesting.
Yep. Yeah. So it's walking around. This is a ceremony, but yeah, I'll get to that in a second. Anything else that you notice?
I have not.
I find it kind of weird
Devin?
that they're all wearing their medals.
Well, they were just awarded the medals.
Fair. That would explain why they all are wearing their medals on their crappy infantry uniform.
Yep. This is after the Battle of the Somme in 1916 in July.
That would explain
So they got these from the British, the soldiers' medals.
Yep.
And these guys are like, this guy's been there. He's got 2 overseas service things.
He's been to the front twice.
Yep.
In
He's
2 separate fronts. Yeah.
Fucking Christ, who gives a shit? And the rest of these guys or whatever, but this guy in the front
You just have to stand around while this guy gets his photo taken.
Well, and this guy on the left. Okay, let's zoom in on that. Here's the Croix de Gogh with the palm leaves.
That's actually a really, really pretty high medal.
Okay, and then this guy, okay, on the center, has with oak leaves in a fucking cluster.
Yeah. Well, the guy next to him too has got 2 clusters.
2 clusters. Yeah. What is it? 2 oak leaves and a cluster. Yep.
Yeah.
Or I could be saying that backwards. But yeah.
Pretty cool.
So these guys are like badasses that were decorated after
They've
the battle
done
of the
some
Somme.
shit. This is
Yep.
You have to see some shit to get that type of stuff.
Right.
So I always like that horizon blue. It's a nice uniform.
Indeed.
French love the blue.
Well, I made an entire video on why they went with that.
Yeah,
And,
the reason they went with that was actually an afterthought. So
it was an afterthought that they were just like, oh, I'm just gonna go with it. Fuck it, I guess. So, but yeah, so that's the first one. Devin,
Okay.
do you have any?
no, I think that pretty much covers it.
No, like, do you have any other World War I?
Oh no, I don't. No,
Okay, let me.
I didn't come prepared for this. I was working today.
Oh, you work? What is that?
Yeah,
like?
all the time. Unfortunately, it sucks. I hate it.
Then
So,
you're really gonna hate your life soon.
but like having electricity and food and shit is also kind of nice, you know. So
Yeah.
What the hell? Like, so we'll dissect this.
Mm. This is definitely from the era before people smiled when they took pictures.
Yep.
Right on the cusp. Yeah. Sometimes you'll see people smiling in photos at this time. Other times, yeah, it looks more like early 1900s type expressions. So again, I'm a novice when it comes to this. U.S. uniform, correct?
Yep.
I don't
US
want to say anything until you say stuff. So.
Yeah.
Well, U.S. uniform. Yeah, the
Yeah.
campaign hat. Very
US.
U.S.
U.S. uniform. I can't on the things on his collar. I can't see them. You have to.
It's gonna be blurry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm guessing infantry of some kind.
Yeah. I don't know the medal. Don't know what that is, and I can't tell what's on his hat. So.
Well, it's infantry acorns, like the
Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so it's that. It's weird, isn't it?
What's weird?
No, it's like it's Devin. What do you got?
I keep looking at that medal because it doesn't look right for that uniform.
What is? It's a sharpshooter for rifle.
I know it's a shooter award, but like it
Yep.
looks like a Marine Corps shooter award, and that's an Army
Right
uniform.
at that point. Yep, exactly.
So, which is weird because I'm used to being like, that's a Marine Corps award, but that's an Army uniform.
Right.
Good for that guy.
All right. Well, I kind of sabotage you guys. That's my great grandfather.
Oh wow. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yep, that's my great grandfather. Like
I was
okay.
gonna say he looks like a straighter version of you, but
Yeah.
Yes, probably.
Not quite
But,
not quite as bloated and corpse like.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
That's my dad's grandfather. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Awesome.
I wanted to troll you guys like a little bit.
Fair.
Well, it worked because I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to be looking at? There's like nothing to go off.
Dude, that's a bitchin' campaign hat. You gotta respect.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
campaign hat.
Yeah. So okay, here's one that I wanna go over.
Okay.
Because Devin, you've probably seen this. Michael, you've probably seen this.
Okay.
But I kind of want to get the audience involved. Like
Okay.
what are watching. of this. Christ, come on. Window, bam. Okay.
Oh, yes.
So what's going on here, guys?
Well, this looks like, I'm guessing, New York?
Nope.
About to ship out. You can see the 78 pattern canteens, the web equipment, a lot of 1903s.
No, they're look again.
They're Craig's, actually.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the way it comes back doesn't look like the handle doesn't look like
That's a Craig. You can tell because like this one right here in
Right.
the middle
Right.
has a big
Okay.
door on the side, which would explain, yeah.
So is this U.S.?
This is an inspection of some kind. This is U.S. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
'cause like, the cartridge belts look U.S. to me. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. They got the Craig Jorgensens, and they got a lot of 1878 pattern canteens, which you would see basically through World War One.
I like the one soldier who's looking at the camera.
Look at that. Yeah, look at that guy.
Oddly enough, he looks exactly like a guy I went to high school or like grade school and high school with. Exactly, like identical. The
Yeah,
jawline, everything. Yeah.
And then there's you standing right next
Yeah, I
to
was
him.
gonna say the guy second
Right.
from the right. There's
The
you.
fat
yeah.
fuck, right? So hey,
There's this oak
Bring
tree of a man sitting in
yeah,
the front.
bring us your old and fat. Well,
Like, there's buttons like bulging at the seams. You can
right,
see
right,
just, like,
right.
Yeah.
This is an original picture.
So we
So,
can
yeah,
do a
you see the-
recreation of this photo.
That'd be really fucking cool. It'd take a lot of people, but like
It would
yeah.
take a lot of
and
goddamn.
a lot of Craigs. A lot.
There
of
are on the,
That's
on
a
the far
lot
left,
of goddamn fucking Craig Jorgensens to get.
on the far left. There's people looking at him. There's like a line of guys
Yeah.
looking at him.
I'm guessing this is an
So-
inspection.
The background I have for this is like this is one of the first units to land in France in 1917. They were an engineer unit, and
That
they
would
got
explain
there.
the Craigs, yeah.
Right. And so they got there, and the people were looking at them like, okay, whatever. And yeah, let's be honest here. Like most of the guys are not fat. Like there's one fat guy, but the rest of them
Well,
are like,
he's also not all that fat. He's
He's
like pretty
stout.
jacked. He's just
He's
huge.
right.
Yeah.
He's like me. He's like
He's just a big boy.
you ate it a little bit too much, but you can still do your thing.
Yeah.
And so, but like the Craigs are lined up and they're stacked correctly,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, this is the first time the French soldiers or French people are going to see the U.S. Army.
Let's make it
So-
look good.
Yeah,
Yep,
and all
and,
these guys, you got to remember, like people back then, like Americans and like Canadians were giants compared to like
Yes.
Europeans.
Very
Like, so
tall
that
people.
guy, like second from the left, could have snapped a Frenchman like a Slim Jim.
This guy,
Like, yeah,
Compared
that
to the last
that
photo,
guy's
you
built
would
like
say,
a brick shit house. Like he's gonna be a giant.
right, right.
He's gonna be probably, just for reference, Michael, 9 inches taller than the average Frenchman.
Okay, interesting. Well, like comparing that guy to the French guys we looked at in the first photo, yeah.
He's gonna be probably 9 inches taller.
I'd
and
say
probably a
about
good
6. I'd
70
say about
pounds
6.
heavier.
I'd say about 6, but yeah, and about your weight's right, but like
Yeah,
I'd say about 6 inches taller. 'Cause
he's
not-
taller than a lot of those American guys.
He's
though.
probably about 6 feet.
Yeah,
No, but he's probably about 6 feet. You know.
yeah, and the average was 5'5", 5'6".
And-
So yeah, he'd probably be 6 inches taller at least. So.
No, the American average was not. That average was taken.
No,
from the
I'm talking the
entire First
European
World
average
War.
was like 5'5", 5'6".
Right. The American average was like 5'7", and so this guy's probably 6 feet tall, and these guys are like probably on average about 5'7", 5'8".
He's gonna be big. He's big.
Yeah, he's a big dude, and I hope he survived. I don't
Yeah,
know, like
barrel chest.
yeah, he's very rotund like me.
Yeah,
Like
his
this.
buttons. Look at the
Hey.
buttons about to burst.
Yeah. you gotta fly
Oh,
off
I
like-
know. It's like Jesus Christ. But yeah, so that's a really cool picture. Like
That is.
this is
That's a
the
really
gear.
cool
Like
one.
look at this. Look at the gear.
The way they
all
used
the
to stack
Craigs.
those. Yeah.
Yep. And the gear on top of it.
Yeah. It's just you would never see anything like that anymore.
Right, and so these are like the first doughboys that landed in fucking Nazaire, France in 1917, and that's what they thought of them.
Very
Fine.
cool.
We got one fat guy. No, Michael, drink some fucking coffee or something. You're gonna stay up. This is gonna be a banger because Devin's gonna be out of commission for the next.
I'm not going to be here for like the next like 3 or 4 live streams.
I understand.
It's going to be bad.
So drink coffee if you're yawning. Drink fucking coffee. Do something. Because this
I
is.
mean, you can have some vodka if you want. It's good
Yeah,
stuff.
vodka really makes you awake. Yeah, booze always wake you up.
Yeah, right. And you can also you can also like just drone that shit to Michael right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'll buy Michael a bottle of vodka if he wants a bottle of vodka. He can pick any bottle of vodka in the store. I'll get it for him.
But he's smart. He doesn't want to drink, and that's why.
I don't drink.
I mean, he doesn't need to drink it. I'll still buy it for him.
So sit there. Shit! I got a fucking hell of a wound. It's Red Dawn. I'm gonna use this vodka that Devin had bought me 5 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
And like,
whatever you got to do.
He's gonna be like, at least he'll be respectful. Be like, I'll take the $7 bottle of Kharkov.
No, but Jesus, that's some rough shit. That's
some real rough shit.
That's not good. But yeah, Michael, if you gotta drink some caffeine,
alcohol.
Maybe if you gotta drink some caffeine, let's do it.
Yeah,
drink some caffeine.
No, I'm good. I'm good right now.
Do some drugs here.
You're good. Good.
I'm good.
Yeah, Michael's
we're doing a banger tonight. We're doing a banger.
That herb. Yeah, I could stay up.
We're already at 2:15.
9:30, 10 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a banger. So we're already at 2 and 15.
Okay.
We're gonna do a banger though.
We're gonna go to
like Devin's
3 hours.
Devin's like physically like good.
I'm ready to like pass out. I've been up since 11 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Because work. That's
okay.
Because it's
he's a working man.
And my boss has COVID, so I have to run an entire company myself.
You see how much joy he gets out of that? Like he loves it. Like I have no freedom for the next 16 days, but I'm gonna fucking love every minute of it.
Saturday next week. I just got to make it till Saturday night next week. So.
Well, then you better fucking do it.
Then go party and bang like bunny rabbits.
Well, all right, penis. Then how about Michael? You. Well, I'm gonna go pee for a little bit.
Yeah.
You get a picture up. Let's analyze that.
Okay.
No context.
We'll find one.
Just put it up.
No context. Just anything you want.
Okay.
My Little Pony fan fiction, like whatever you want.
You know, I used to. I worked in a store that would teach little children how to draw, and one of the main things that they came in that they wanted to draw was My Little Pony stuff. So I actually know how to draw My Little Pony figures.
Oh my goodness! I meant that as a joke, but like.
I mean, I never have outside of that job, but I do know how to do it.
Know how to draw My Little Pony fan fiction. Good for you. Pony plays a big thing though, Michael. Like you can make a lot of money doing that.
No, I've been told that before. I have a friend who he just makes like deviant art porn, and he makes money off that. And he's like, you should do it.
People make so much money, yeah.
Right, and he's like, you should. I'm like, no, I am not doing that.
Michael, like you're missing out on so much money. What are you doing? Well, you and your art skills, come on now.
Yeah, no, I couldn't live with myself.
You could be famous for forever in the annals of internet history.
It's not how I want to go down. So,
yeah, well, I mean, it's not about how it goes down as long as the check's clear, right? Who cares?
If I was, dude, I am.
Jeez, that's a great conversation to come back on.
I'm one of those unmotivated people when it comes to money ever. So no, God no.
I mean, that's fair. So like, you went away and I was like, you're like, do a picture with random stuff. I'm like, it could be anything. My Little Pony fan fiction, like whatever you want. And then he went on to proceed about how he knows how to draw that. So I was like, oh.
Yeah.
When I used to work for a place that taught little children how to draw, and one of the main things they like to draw to come in and bring in was My Little Pony stuff. So I do know how to draw those things.
Mm.
That's a good route to take. What you just said, I like that. I like that. It was very, very charismatic, very careful.
So I
Yeah.
was like, so you can.
I know, yeah, but fucking Devin here, when he tells you, he's like, Michael says he knows how to draw My Little Pony. I'm like, no. You need the whole story.
Yeah, My Little Pony fan fiction. There's a difference.
The brony stuff, yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
the brony stuff. Yeah. So
I've met a couple
Yeah.
of those in my time.
the
but,
brony.
Yeah, it's not good. That's not good.
Yeah,
it's not
a
good.
lot of bronies actually, believe it or not. There's a big one in Madison, Wisconsin, and then there's a huge one in Oklahoma. Those are like the two biggest like brony clubs in the United States.
Cool. So I never fucking go there.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's a good reason never to go there.
Yeah, when we were driving past Madison, I was like, "Hey, Michael, that's Madison in the distance."
Yeah, it sucks.
Yep. I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna drive past that."
No, I never planned on going there.
All right, so Mikhail.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see this My Little Pony fan fiction. Look at that.
Oh, that's fun.
Hotchkiss
That's
gun,
kind of weird, actually. I just
Yeah.
saw the gun. Like, I was
Yeah.
looking at all the uniforms first, and then I saw the gun.
Yeah, Hotchkiss gun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's apparently Normandy, 1944.
Really?
That's probably a gun that was there in France that they found or something.
But they've got the feed tray in there, like not feeding it right,
The
but
bead
like
strips, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
feed
like
strip,
that noise that they would be issued with this kind of thing.
Huh.
That's
Yeah.
weird. A fucking Hotchkiss and all those British dudes.
Devin, what are the patches?
So, a lot of those. Well, the three triangles are kind of weird, but above them would be the division patches. So,
Right. So what is that?
well, I'm guessing that these guys are probably Scottish based on their division patches.
Guy's got the turtle helmet on right
They do
there.
have the turtle helmets. They're all
One
wearing
of them
turtle helmets.
The guy who's on the gun doesn't.
No, he's got a Mark II. You could see the like scrunching on the side because there's metal springs on the chin strap.
Yeah.
But like all the guys with the smooth chin straps, those are clearly Mark III.
Right.
But like these guys, this is a very staged photo.
Oh yeah. Like I say, no photographer's gonna get on the business end of a machine gun during a.
And they also have no equipment on. They're just wearing their uniform.
Yep.
Yeah. So maybe they didn't even like use this gun. Maybe it was just there, and they're like, "Hey, let's take a photo with it."
Let's take a picture of it. Yeah, because like notice how none of them have any equipment at all. They're just wearing their battle dress.
This
So-
might have been used by the Free French or something. and
What's the
then
white tip at the end of the muzzle?
That right there?
Yep.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either because it's not it's the same thing that's on the feed strip.
Well, the feed strips were made out of brass, but a lot of the Hotchkiss parts were made out of aluminum because it vented heat better than steel.
Yeah, that's
I'll
definitely a staged photo for sure.
Oh well, yeah, we were just talking about that, but like, I'm thinking that maybe this thing was used by like some Free French unit or something like that, and then
Would have been, yeah. And it's on the tripod, and they got a feed strip on the ground, and that guy with the turtle helmet there in the kind of the foreground is also holding another feed strip.
Yeah, and there's also one below his, by his foot. There's also another feed strip.
Right. So, but maybe they just found this gun. They're like, hey, it'd be cool if we took a photo with it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's neat. But some crates over here. This guy's got an Enfield back here.
Number 4. Yep.
Yep. Nothing really in the streets. There's no shell casings around.
Rubble.
Yeah. Just standard old building. So that's my photo.
It's a pretty good one. That's weird. That's weird to see. A Hotchkiss.
I like finding weird photos like that just are just bizarre.
They don't make any sense at all. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Other than the fact that they're staged.
Well, yeah, but I got a pretty good one. That's if I can find it, I'm looking for it right now.
Is this the My Little Pony?
You know what? Get your mind out of the gutter, dude. So I mean, I know you want to see that, but
no, I just meant it as a joke, and you're like, yeah, I used to do that for a job. I used to draw My Little Pony.
I didn't do it as a job. It was one of the things that kids liked, but no, it was not like it's not like my job was to go draw My Little Pony shit.
I mean, it sounds like that was your job, and I'm like, whoa.
It involved that, yeah, but it was
Yeah.
not my job to draw My Little Pony. Okay, I wish I could find a better, more high def photo version of it, but this is a weird one that I've. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah.
All right.
I won't say anything else. Share screen. You might have even seen this one.
Yep.
Is that German holding a Thompson?
He is. And that's I've heard. I think that might be an American or British tank, but it has like a Soviet star on it.
No. I just inhaled spit as I was trying to talk.
Nice.
All right. That's not a Soviet star because it's white.
Okay.
So, also, Soviet star tank, Thompson, well, could happen, but like,
It's an American tank.
yeah.
Is it?
Well, it's not American. It's not Soviet, I don't think.
No.
No, but it kind of looks. I mean, the body is too scrunched to be a Sherman.
I don't think it's a Sherman. And you could tell because look at that gun. It's a tiny gun.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a Sherman, it'd have a way bigger because they were all like 75s, weren't they? Or
Is it an
76s?
M3? M3?
It could be an M3, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Thompson looks weird.
Yeah,
M3
it's
Stuart
a
tank?
German holding the Thompson. I was like, yeah, but that's probably some light tank, one of the American
No,
light
not
tanks.
M3 Stewart, an M3 Grant.
That's not. That can't be a Grant. A Grant is really tall.
Yeah, a Grant is like the precursor to the Sherman. Yeah, that's not a
from the
Grant.
front it's tall. The angle's all fucked up, but like
The Grants also don't have like turrets and stuff.
well, the Grant did have a turret.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
but it didn't look like that.
It wasn't that big though.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's what I've never quite figured it out. My thought was that it might be a Churchill tank, but the barrel on the turret's not right for that.
Right. The fuck?
Yeah, it could be what's that thing called?
It looks like an M22 Locust. I'm looking at the picture right now.
What? Yeah, I'm trying to look up references and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, it might. Yeah, the Locust tank, that small kind of thing.
Yeah, it might be a Locust. It looks like a Locust. The gun profile matches and the turret profile matches.
Well, the tracks.
Yeah, tracks are a little different. The tracks look more British to me.
That's the closest thing I'm seeing. Because it's not a Chaffee. It's not a Stewart.
Nope.
Well, I don't try to look up what 678 star means. That's what's printed on the turret. It kind of with the Locust tank, the turret kind of looks like it's been like blown up a bit. Like if there was like an explosion inside and it kind of like sent it up a bit, but it kind of resembles the hatch on the turret. I mean, that's on a Locust tank.
Yeah, I was like, I think it's a Locust.
Yeah, because also the Sherman turret doesn't have like an angle at the front.
It doesn't have that angle on the top. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the fucking Locust tank does. So I guess that's what it is. But the one thing that most people think with this, yeah, they say, oh, an American with a Thompson, which looks like a 1928 A1 version.
Yeah.
So, pretty weird photo.
It is a weird photo.
Very weird.
I mean, you don't see a lot of locusts because that was like an airborne tank, a light reconnaissance tank, basically. But
Bizarre.
yeah,
No, that's mine.
All right, well, I'm gonna stump both of you guys. Devin, I want to hear your analyses first.
Those. Okay, I'll let Devin go first.
Yep.
okay. Well,
What the
Oh,
fuck?
it's gone.
Hold on. Yeah, I God damn it.
oh, also, like I got from Jake Brown. He's a British guy. I was right, Scottish guys.
Okay, cool.
King's Own Scottish Borderers, 3rd Division. Was who that was. On that photo with the Hotchkiss.
Okay.
That's weird.
I see a PPSH.
Do you?
That's what it looks like right there, like the guy in the not that, the one next to it. Or that one might be one with a banana magazine, but
This is pretty weird.
Devin, what do you think?
Oh boy. I don't even know where to begin on this.
Well, so
Because
start.
like that guy's so like once again, I want to say almost it's definitely Eastern Front something or other.
No, kind of, but no.
Kind of, but no. Because there's the light machine gun you see there that the guy has on kind of halfway down the front line. So, and then next to that you see there's K98s or Mauser 98s of some kind. Early ones because they have the stock disc. Those are PPSH 41s that those guys are holding, which is weird, but they're wearing like German style helmets and
they don't even look like Fallschirmjäger helmets. They look like they've been like modified German helmets, like they cut them off themselves or something.
yeah. I've got no idea where these countries are going to be from.
The uniforms I don't recognize at all.
I don't either.
Yeah. I know that machine gun though with that top loading magazine, that straight magazine. I've seen that before.
It's a Czech machine gun, yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that right there. I'm out of
well, like the Mauser 98s, like these guys got to be like they're either Romanian or Polish. It's something engaged Eastern Front because they got PPSHs.
And some weird little pistol on their belts. Or one of them does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks like a Tokarev, but I can't really tell.
It's a high power.
Okay, Browning, yeah.
Do you guys really want to know?
I do want to know.
50s Yugoslavian.
Okay, that makes sense. Yugoslavian, yeah. Now it all really adds up. Yeah.
Right. They are actually cut down German helmets.
Really? So I was right about that.
You're correct. And that's why I was like smiling and I was like, yep, okay, cool.
That's weird.
That is weird. But like they also like after World War II had a conglomeration of just fucking everything. So
but like isn't that a great picture? Like you would never have thought about
there's
that.
so much random shit that doesn't fit for any one specific country.
Right. Right. And
but
so
then when you said Yugoslavian, it all kind of falls into place. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy though.
It is. They had so much of everything. One of those countries that after World War II just was a dumping ground for surplus from everywhere.
Indeed.
That makes sense. Yugoslavia, they're pretty cool.
Yeah. So here's another picture of up close. I don't know why the fuck it doesn't just let me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. They cut down German helmets.
Yep.
Why'd they cut them like that? So they just didn't look like German helmets?
That and they were more practical.
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't have that big skirt on it.
Yep, and that's why like the Yugo M59 helmet came out.
It's got like a 1/2 inch little skirt on it. Yeah.
Yep. Basically this with a little bit of a visor and yeah, it's
because like the top of that, because I've drawn so many of the tops of like it just looks like it just has that profile that's a German helmet.
Yep. But yeah, it's very cool. So I figured I'd stump Devin and you, Michael, but like it's like mostly Devin. He's like, I have no fucking idea. Yeah,
that was a really weird picture for sure.
Isn't that cool though? It's like
it is really cool, and I'm like, it makes sense once you said it. I was like, everything clicks when you said it, but like, I never would have guessed Yugoslavian.
Right.
But like, yeah, that's just so much random shit going on that makes no sense.
Crazy. I sent Mike a photo the other day that I thought was really interesting, which was the guy with the Spanish revolver. Remember that one?
Well, that narrows it down. There's only about 1,000 different Spanish revolvers.
No, but I don't want to give too much away if we're going to show it. But I sent you the other day, and here, I'll just pull it up. I want to see.
There's only 1,000 different Spanish revolvers.
The Spanish copy of a revolver, I guess I should say.
Well, yeah, that's every Spanish gun ever made.
Okay, I don't know Spanish guns. Get off my fucking back.
Like the Ruby, literally Spanish 1903, like Colt 1903. Like it's every gun in Spain's a
lot of it blockier, but like yeah.
It's definitely cheap as shit made. That's for sure. But
yeah, I sent this one to Mike the other day.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You know it, Devin?
I don't know this picture, but like that guy's definitely styling. That's for sure.
You can't like recognize his uniform or anything. He has a German wound badge.
No idea.
Vichy French, Vichy militia.
Makes sense. The beret should have given it away.
Right. His shirt though, right. His shirt though is not, because I have a book on Vichy on Vichy uniforms, and
it's not an issue shirt. Yeah.
No, it's like a civilian shirt.
It's like that guy's wearing a really banging dress shirt. That's for sure.
Right. And he has his like ribbons on his actual like pocket flap.
Yep.
Yeah.
He doesn't have epaulets on.
But he has the buttons for him still, which is weird.
Right. German wound badge, yeah, and then Spanish copy of the Smith & Wesson Model 10.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, and then you got poor, partisans back here.
Yep, all the partisans.
Yeah. So I think that photo is really interesting.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
One of those weird kit bashes again of a bunch of different shit.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be Devin. Shut the fuck up, Michael. What is going on here?
Okay. Okay. Just right off the bat, is it Romanian?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, that's what those helmets look like at first.
Take some time. Take some time. Look a little bit closer.
I see U.S. cartridge belts. I see U.S. leggings, U.S. boots. What the fuck is up with their helmets? Yeah. Zoom in so I can see what kind of rifle that is. Or is it not that good? Okay.
No, you can see it.
Okay, black guy in there. So this is this in the 50s?
No, this is in the 40s.
This is World War II? Okay.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Are they wearing some kind of like tanker suit where it's one piece? Or like some kind of jumpsuit like the
Nope.
airborne used to have?
No.
Are those HBTs?
Nope.
Okay. I see two black dudes, and then some people I see a few black dudes now that I'm looking closer.
How about this? Let's
You're
zoom in.
missing a huge, very obvious portion of the photo, Michael.
Okay,
that
well-
gives it away.
Well, fuck you. Okay, just I see
gotta
the
do it.
the Australian
Can
flag.
I give Michael a hint? There's a flag in the picture.
I just
Well,
said
he
that.
saw that. He saw that. Yeah.
I see the Australian flag. They're Australian?
Nope.
No.
Okay. New Zealand?
Nope.
Okay, I don't know.
So look at these guys.
Uh-huh. Yeah, where they're doing that thing like this with their arm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know what that indicates.
This is good because Devin knows what this is. Like he's.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. Devin trying to make me feel like a fucking idiot. I don't know what it is.
I'm not doing it. Mike posted the picture. Don't blame me for this shit.
No. But you're like, there's a fucking flag there, asshole. It's like, fuck you, man. I don't know what it is.
I never said that out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. And all right, so they're carrying 1917 rifles. And,
Okay. Yeah, they have cartridge belts on.
Mhm.
Yep. They do have
Yeah.
Dutch helmets on
They do have Dutch
Because-
helmets on.
because these are the Dutch Canile troops in Indonesia
Oh, okay.
during
Mhm.
World War II.
So, like, after the Netherlands was taken over, their colonies still obviously existed independently. And a lot of Dutch military personnel and government officials fled to these colonies because they were still active parts of the military. And
Mhm.
Dutch Indonesia, these are soldiers, colonial soldiers, basically from Indonesia. So
Okay. Well, in that case, I have one that's kind of on the same lines then that you guys will probably know.
It was pretty
But,
cool though, right?
that is
Yeah,
really
I don't know. I mean, I'm not really into the like a lot of
Well, I
Pacific.
really loved reading about the Dutch because everyone forgets about them as an empire, but they were like the cruelest one ever.
Ah,
So
Yeah.
like
Not
they were
good,
like,
not
"Oh, you
good.
don't want to pick cinnamon for us? We'll kill all of you and find somebody that will." And they did
Huh.
a lot. So
And then in World War II, they were like, "Oh shit, our country's completely fucking taken over. Well, we're just gonna keep going on."
yeah,
the
we're
US
just
was
gonna,
like-
like all the important part of the country
Yep.
that's our overseas colonies, we'll just keep doing shit there.
Right, the
Yeah.
US is like, "Well, we could supply you with a bunch of shit that we have left over from World War One."
Yep,
We
and
could- we could
they
do
put
that,
up one hell of
you know,
a
if you,
fight for the Japanese, like the siege
Yeah.
of Jakarta.
Yeah, they actually did. Yeah.
Yeah, the siege
Yep.
of Jakarta was almost entirely Dutch defended when the Japanese invaded, and Jakarta is the capital of Indonesia.
yeah. Outside the U.S. stuff, I don't know a whole lot when it comes to the Pacific.
And
Right,
they,
the thing is, like, I don't either, but like these weird things, like once in a while, the rabbit hole goes deep.
yeah,
Right,
and
right.
It goes deep.
the Dutch fucked up a lot of people. So like they had a lot of like U.S. equipment, and they got a lot of weird 6.5 millimeter like Dutch Mannlichers rifles they were using to fight the Japanese, and they actually put up one hell of a fight against the Japanese in Jakarta. So
Well, the fun fact is, I have actually one of these helmets that you see in these pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have one of these that's like almost unissued. And
yeah,
what's
and
funny
they're
is,
actually really rare and very expensive.
and they were made in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Interesting.
So yeah,
I would not have guessed that. It's a very un-American looking helmet.
yeah. Let me find it really quick, and then you
Well,
can
it's the
go
most
see it.
American helmet. They're made in America.
Well, I know that, but that's why I said I wouldn't have guessed that because it's very un-American looking.
No, but like this is a really cool picture, actually. The Dutch tropical uniform, and
It looks like one piece to me, almost like it's like those.
No, it's very like high waisted though.
There it is.
Okay.
All right, so really quick, I'll show you this. This is what they're wearing in that picture.
The Dutch M34.
No, it's not. It's not. It's the M38, like the fucking it's got the flap in the back.
Oh, it's got the big flap.
Yep. It's like this leather flap was made for the sun because they knew it was gonna be like hot, whatever. And yeah, so
interesting.
It's actually a really effective helmet. It's probably one of World War II, one of actually the most effective helmets. So
right. Also
super aggressive slope on the front, pretty rounded, aggressive slope on the sides. It deflected a lot of whatever hit it, which was different than the American approach, which was really round, and the German approach, which is also pretty round. So it's a very good helmet at deflecting trauma away from the head. So
right. So I have a few that I want to share, but you guys have probably seen them though. I mean, they're kind of.
We've probably seen them. Oh bother!
I guess I'll just go pin a tail to my ass and be depressed still.
I'll go find my ring.
No, it's just I don't know if we're trying to throw each other off here or if we just want to study shit.
Yes, everything.
The only reason Mike said I would know this picture is because I'm a big Dutch person. So.
Oh yeah, so
I like Dutch stuff a lot. Nobody likes Dutch stuff, but
right, yeah. So it was a thing of like, and now you know about that now, Michael. You're like, well,
yeah, the Dutch fucked up a lot of Japanese people. The Japanese, like, there's actually a lot of like diaries from Japanese officers and generals that were like some of the hardest enemies they fought were actually the Dutch.
Interesting.
It wasn't the Americans or the Australians or the Chinese. They're like the Dutch really put up a fucking fight because they've had that empire since like the fucking 1600s.
Yeah.
Like they were very well experienced, very well mapped, very intelligent with their.
Once that shit fell, though, like once the Dutch thing fell, it was like, well, fuck.
But
yeah.
But without a central government, once the Netherlands actually fell, they kind of got hamstrung. But like they still put up one hell of a fight for what they did. So.
Noise.
That's right. And you got to thank all the Dutch for the reason why we have, pumpkin spice lattes and cinnamon and shit like that. That's all the Dutch.
And some of the best artwork there is.
Well, yeah.
Okay. And, Amsterdam, where all the hookers and pot you could smoke are.
Yeah. No, I had a friend one time who told me Amsterdam is like a sex cauldron. So I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, but it's all government regulated, so you don't get any bad stuff.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
So on that point, let's see here.
Oh, he's got red light district pictures. Okay, let's go.
This is kind of a famous one, sort of.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah, is it not popping up? There it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
This is one that drives people crazy online. And you guys know?
Well, he's black.
Well, yeah. So what if he's black?
See, I don't see color, Devin.
No, I mean, yeah. Everyone just kind of blends together to me. I don't really see people as colors.
No, that guy's definitely more tan.
Yeah, no. I don't remember the actual history of the specific guy, but I remember seeing this photo.
Okay, he's from the Free Arabian Legion of the German Wehrmacht, and I think the unit he was in is called what's it called? Sonderverbande 237 or something like that. It was a unit that mostly served in Greece, and it was made up of volunteers from Arabic places,
Middle East, basically, yeah.
Yeah, and then this guy is like a French colonial guy who surrendered and was folded into it, and you can find
I'll be German. Why not?
Yeah, So you find a number of people of the Free Arabian Legion who are like French colonial, like black troops and such. So
That's not uncommon. I mean, the French really got on board with that whole German train thing. So
yeah, but I mean,
Jesus.
it's one of these things that a lot of revisionists love to post this photo and be like, oh, look, there was black people in the German army. They weren't racist and stuff like that.
Well, like, no, he's actually like French, and the French
Right.
are very integrated, and like
Mhm.
the French have been very integrated for like 300 years.
Yeah, and there was probably like maybe double, possibly triple digits of black guys serving in the German army.
Yeah.
in World War II.
And the only
Mhm.
reason he gets a pass is because he's a French colonial, and the French
Right.
are very, very, very integrated. So
They're like, all right, cool. I think it's interesting. He has like a sweater on underneath this, and I think this
yeah, he's
photo.
cold. It's probably only 90 degrees there.
It's where I think they said this photo was taken in Greece, and yeah, wearing a tropical tunic. Looks
Yeah.
like. So, there's a few of those Free Arabian Legion photos you can find that are like that.
That's pretty cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
I like that.
I like a lot of the French stuff, like how everyone talks about how the how the French couldn't fight, but like the last SS unit to like surrender was like almost entirely French people.
Charlemagne, yeah.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
and it's like, oh, right, because the French can't do anything. So,
This is let's see here. There's another Free Arabian Legion dude. He said, "Well, this guy's a little more in uniform and shit, and wearing his helmet and everything."
Yep.
He has the
Oh,
same. He has the same patch which says, I think, Free Arabian in German. Pretty cool.
M40 helmet. Nice.
Yep.
It's a size 66. He's got a big melon.
That's a
Amazing
big
you
boy.
can tell that.
What?
I said it's amazing you can tell that.
Well, this is between the vent hole and the rivet.
The rivet. Yeah.
Right. The I forgot. Yeah, this doesn't have the H cut on it. This part of the rifle right here.
No, so it's early war. Relatively.
Yeah. So looking like he's also tropical tunic.
Yep.
Yeah. So cool. Well, I about as much as I have right now. I could find other stuff though.
God, Jesus. Proof.
What?
All right. Let me go on.
No, I got other stuff. I got another one right now if you want to look at it.
I like
Well,
stuff.
do it then,
All right, here it is.
pussy. Yep, I've seen that one. Yep.
Oh,
Right.
yep.
German police guy right here.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, and another French colonial.
Yep. He's got the weird Zouave hat on. So
And he's also wearing his French overcoat. You could tell
Yep.
with the buttons, and yeah.
Very cool. Is this a police thing? The way the color insignia
Yep.
looks? Yeah,
Yep.
'cause
Yep.
I usually
And
never
then
see
it's
it.
like
Look like
it's speckled on the shoulder boards. It's kind of like lace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a police thing.
that. Okay.
Well, they're a field police unit, so they're like MPs that.
yeah, they're mommy princesses.
You can see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's got the Hakenkreuz on the right side of his helmet. He's gonna have a police decal on the left side of his helmet. So yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Yep.
Very neat.
That is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cool Zouaves. They used to massacre people with machetes in World War One,
Yeesh.
and they're also known for not wearing shoes.
I wish
Like-
I was that hardcore.
They would make them wear, because their feet were like so big. The French didn't have like boots for them, and they were also like never wore shoes before in their life, so their feet were like really built up, and they would wear like the putties wrapped around their legs, but no boots.
That's weird. Okay, so
And
these look like
thighs, look at that.
yeah. M42s.
Yeah.
These guys getting kitted out for service. It looks like
Yep.
civilians coming into service.
Yep. They've got their uniforms.
People dressing so fancy back in the day. Look at that.
Yep.
I know, who had the time to put on a tie? Like, Jesus.
I know, right? Like,
Everybody.
I remember like my grandfather talking to me about how like he used to go cut the grass in like slacks and a button-up shirt and a tie because he's like, well, I can't wear jeans because poor people wear jeans, and it's like, what?
What the fuck does that mean?
Exactly. So
that reminds me of a Jim Gaffigan thing where he was talking to his kids about his dad, and he said his kids asked him, "How come your dad in all your stories was wearing a coat and a tie?" And he said, "My dad, for some reason, always wore a coat and a tie, it seemed."
Yep.
Yeah, that was just the thing back in the day. So it's like,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like you can't wear jeans, so because that's what poor people wore.
It's too commonplace. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What
Michael,
do you take me for? Some filthy commoner?
Yeah. What is
Michael,
it?
you see these M42 helmets, right?
Yeah.
This is in like 42, 43.
Yeah.
Most of them have the decal on them.
They do.
And so I found this picture, and that's why for the film, it's like, well,
That makes sense. Yeah. One of them doesn't. Some of them don't.
one of them out of
yeah.
a huge stack.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, some of the guys like in the film will not have decals on. None.
Right.
Like it's a lot of them will have the single decal on.
Yep.
Because yeah, that's literally a stack of helmets that they're like, okay, we're fitting you because they're too fucking stupid to be like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah. Each stack must be its own size.
Yep. And
Take one from this
they just had
stack,
'em
get
there,
out
and
there.
it's there's your fucking helmet, dude. You know, through basic training and whatever.
Yeah. They all really look happy.
I mean, a couple of them do. Other ones are kind of like, eh.
The one in the green sweatshirt, yeah, or sweater, yeah, he looks
Yeah.
a little happier.
Oh, cool! I get to finally be a soldier. It's like, well, it's not that great.
Yeah.
Because look at the guy on the left, like who's in a uniform. Like his uniform is immaculate.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I get to sit here and just issue you guys shit.
This is my job to be like, yep, your head's too fat. Get out.
Oh Jesus!
I've seen that
Run
photo
to the
before.
back room to get the like huge ass fucking helmets.
Well, this one I've done a review on it on a video, but like
That might have been where I saw it.
no, not this one, but like
Oh, one you're
the
pulling
next
up?
one. I'm a boot to show you
A boot.
a boot.
A boot.
This is a cool thing from Michael.
A boot. Looks like Robert Mitchum on that thing.
Right.
Yeah. 1917 Browning.
Yep.
Covered in snow. That thing's never going to overheat.
Well,
You'd be
he's covered.
surprised.
Yeah. He's covered in snow, too. Freaking windshield is busted. That's pretty sweet. M1 carbine pouch on his belt, it looks like. Where I was gonna say maybe M42 jacket, but that might be some kind of overcoat. I can't tell. Helmet's netted. He has a knit cap on underneath that, and yeah, that fucking gun is just covered in snow.
It's an interesting helmet cover he has.
It looks like he has netting on, and then it's covered in snow. And it's only the front here, so clearly he was riding on that thing while they were going through like a snowstorm or something. That's just my observation. I mean, I don't know. I just saw Mike's Facebook. But zoom in on his helmet a little bit. Yeah, he's got a netting on his helmet,
Shit,
and
Matt. Yep, shrimp nut.
Yeah, and he's got the just. It looks like he must have been like riding in that Jeep while it was snowing because it's only like kind of the front of his helmet.
And he's got the Jeep cap on too. Look at that.
Yep.
I thought I was the only one who liked to wear like a build cap underneath their helmet.
I see a lot. I've seen a lot of photos of that actually.
I still do it though.
Okay. What kind of coat is that, Mike?
That's a looks like a raincoat, maybe, but it also might looks like a frozen 43 jacket, like just
Oh, M43. That's what I meant to say. I said M42 earlier.
Yep.
Now, someone named Jake Brown sent me something.
Oh boy.
He must be watching our chat right now.
He is.
Yeah, because he sent me an interesting one. He sent me two. I already know one of them, but that's a cool photo though. That looks like original color.
Jake Brown's got a lot of real interesting stuff.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't look like colorized. It looks like Kodachrome.
I think this is colorized. I think.
Very good job then.
I could be wrong. Yeah.
Very good job if it is.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna share some of Jake Brown's photos. Give credit where credit's due.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Is Jake watching the stream? You said?
Oh yeah, he's watching the stream.
Yeah, because I'm friends with him on Facebook. He just sent me two photos without any kind of note or anything.
Excellent.
So this dude looks like he's been through the ringer.
Putting his K ration box over the muzzle of his M1.
Yep.
And that guy is fucking like done.
That guy's like, I'm checking the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
He's wearing one of those improvised sheet covers, but like it looks so fucking dirty.
It's been worn. It's dirty. Yeah.
Jake said, "Sorry, Mike. Don't be sorry. No, we like this stuff. Send whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care."
Yeah. Is this colored by Jake? Is this the guy that's messaging you?
No. I've seen this photo in color before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, piece of Jake. No, that's what I'm saying. A piece of Jake. He's messaging you right now?
Jake Brown. Yeah.
Jake Brown. Yeah.
Fuck it. He does amazing work. Yeah. Yes, Jake Brown. Yeah.
Yeah. So he just said to me, he just said to me, "Sorry, Mike." I said, "No, be sorry. We like this stuff."
Yeah, no. It's man, like he colorizes. Yeah, piece of Jake. He does World War I and II colorized photos, and like I love this shit. He does a really good job at it too. Like he does research. No, like it's. Fuck, I didn't know he was watching this. That's awesome. Like again, like we're not trying to like do this to like review. Like when there's sort of like piece of Jake at the bottom, the watermark, we try to give credit where credit's due, and like I love this.
Right, but he just told me that it actually is not his colorization.
No. Jake Brown's different.
Okay.
So he's not.
Jake Brown's like a fellow collector and YouTuber like us, but from the UK.
Oh.
No, he's typing right now. Might just well have him jump on the fucking conversation, but see what he says. No, it's a very good job, the colorization though. So yeah, whoever did do it did a very good job.
Yeah, piece of Jake. I wish I could like get in contact with like whoever Jake is that colorized these.
Yeah,
I mean he's probably dead from COVID by now.
Yeah, he says piece of Jake is something else. They do all the awesome colorizations.
Yeah.
But all right, well let's look at the other one that he sent because that one is also very very appropriate for what we do here. You'll probably already know it when you see it. You better because it involves what we do. Here, share screen.
Never seen it before in my life.
Who's this fucking poser? Who's this fucking post?
Yep.
Jesus.
Audie Murphy right there.
Look at that. His shirt doesn't even match his pants. What a weirdo.
Right. Yeah. It's what a farb. Like it's a reenactor photo.
Stolen valor.
He doesn't have any chin strap on, so that's interesting. Like you can see his
The bales, yeah.
yeah, the veils, but you can't see any of the
Staged.
This is such a reenactor farb photo. Like, good God.
Hey, look, there's my patch right there.
What? You own the 3rd Infantry Division? I didn't know it was the Michael Ackerman Division.
Just trying to piss people off now. Yeah, this was his medal ceremony right here, and he actually got his medal with another 3rd Infantry soldier who he and another 3rd Infantry guy got medals of honor that day. A lot of people think that he just got it, but this was in Austria actually when he had this done.
Right, and it's very no snow. It's nice.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because he's got his just shirt on. So.
And also, his like Medal of Honor is fucked up. It's like.
He doesn't give a flying fuck.
Yeah,
yeah.
he doesn't give a fuck. Like it should be over his tie, like centered.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, yeah, okay, cool, fine, whatever.
Look at this thing I got.
Well, it's the funny thing is that when you actually research Audie Murphy, he cared very little about his accommodations.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. It's the thing that people love to talk about him the most. However, most of his medals he gave to children, like after the war. He just like gave them away. Just a publicity figure when it comes to this stuff.
Wait till somebody like that got one of those kids that got one of those, like their grandchild puts it up on eBay because it'll have like his name on the back of it.
For
the actual original one, it'll go for like $1 million.
Yeah.
Well, the Medal of Honor is actually legal to sell in the U.S. So
no, like any of his other medals. Though.
Yeah.
Murphy on the
No.
back. And,
the funny thing is that because I am somewhat a part of his fandom with everything I do, and he's one of the people just will fake all kinds of memorabilia about him on eBay.
Yep.
And so I've seen it before, fake autographs and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever seen a fake medal, but yeah, like.
Well, it sounds like we got to start faking medals, is what it sounds like.
Get busted for that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, Jake.
This is Audie Murphy's Medal of Honor. I'll take it for $1 million.
My grandfather was the kid he gave it to.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, okay, Jake sent me another thing right here.
Perfect. I got probably 15 more minutes before I crash real hard. So.
All right. Well, we're over the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, we are. I've also been up for almost like 22 fucking hours now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's kind of like
look,
early.
They got the scope on it, the weird telescopic sight.
That right there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should have Brian on this one. Jake says
Brian. Yeah, he's busy right now, but like, yeah, he
eventually,
we'll get him on to like, we'll get him on to do these photo analyses.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, Jake just sent me another message. Yeah, Jake, thanks for the photos. Send me more anytime you want. I really like them. So thank you so much for participating in this.
I agree, Jake. Thank you.
You just made a new friend. You just made a new friend.
I was already friends with him on Facebook, but
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So what is this thing this guy has right here? Is that for a I'm not even gonna guess. What is that?
That's probably the optic pouch for that fucking optic.
That's scope, yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
Hold on.
Something you would transport on the gun. So
zoom in where?
Like the holster, like the one like down. That's not a device on 1907, right? That's not. I'm imagining that shit, right, Devin?
I think you're just imagining it. I think that's the bayonet. Like it's a weird angle.
You're right. It is a bayonet. You're correct.
Yeah, I think it's a giant. Bayonet. You can see the channel in the back. It's a weird angle.
Yep.
He obviously
right here.
He has the flash guard on it, which is why it's so shiny looking.
We're good.
This right here. Yeah, that's his bayonet.
We're good.
You can see that's a slot right there.
Like, that's a 1907. I'm like, that's a knife.
Right.
So what? Okay, 11 or 77 maybe on his.
That's 11.
Yeah,
Or
11.
22.
Yeah, hard to tell. Love the milling on the MG34.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
34
definitely
was
the better machine gun. Everyone likes
Exactly.
the MG42, but the MG34 was so much better.
Agreed.
I had to do a really detailed drawing of one, and I studied like thousands of photos to get every detail just right. I was just like, oh, it just looks so good. I love the look of the milled like steel rather than the pressed.
I mean, the MG34, I can't imagine. That thing must have, like, even back in the day, was fucking expensive to make.
Yeah.
Yep, it was. That's the problem. Like the 42 was cheaper and it could, spit more fire out. But the maintenance costs with the extra parts and everything, like it equaled out. But they
And
didn't
it
think
wore
about
out faster. The MG34 was
Right.
just such a great fucking gun. And, if the MG34 was cheaper to make, the MG42 would have never existed.
Well, the 42, like they thought the gun itself is cheaper to make. Like I was saying, is like the barrels, the fucking accessories to that, and everything were more expensive in the long run. But they weren't
Yep.
thinking about that. They're like, it could spit up more lead.
It comes
It's-
off the assembly line at half the price.
quicker.
Yeah.
And but like the maintenance, not good. The 34 was a fantastic machine gun. And
Probably one of the best. It's
Yep.
a gorgeous, beautiful, easy to operate machine gun.
Okay. So Jake Brown actually sent me two more, and one of them is World War I. So do you want to do those two and then call tonight?
Let's do it.
All right, cool. Let me stop this. You don't see my porn collection.
His brony collection.
Yes. Let's call a spade here.
Oh, really? I call it a shovel.
Devin.
I like the word spade, honestly.
Spade's pretty good, yeah.
Let's behave here, Devin. Like we have a guest on here. Mikhail.
Me? Michael, yeah.
He's got virgin ears, so
That's fair. I mean, he's pretty sheltered.
I've been fired from jobs for my language, so I don't know about that.
I mean, I quit a job because I threatened to stab a lady with a box cutter. But
Holy shit, you're a psycho, dude. I didn't know that.
no, she deserved it.
Mm.
You know what? I regret not stabbing that lady with a box cutter.
Mm. Okay, so Jake just corrected me. This actually is not World War I. It looked like it upon first glance to me, but so let's take a look here.
nope. Yeah, it's World War II training.
WW2, they got the battle dress on and the pattern 37.
Yep, it's training. Yep, obviously.
So for just at first glance, it looked like an over-the-top type thing to me. But
Yep.
No.
Well, the wicker trenches and everything. Well, like all the helmets look the same, and those are clearly smellies because for the first, half of World War II, they were still using the smelly. So
Right, but that's like pre-Battle of Britain kind of training.
this is like 39.
he says 1942.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, it is 42. That's
Yeah.
pretty.
1st Battalion, Hampshire Regiment.
Hampshire. Oh, yeah.
Right.
So that's
But
pretty
it's
cool.
still training, right?
Yeah, he says training.
Yeah.
Yeah, World War II
Yeah.
training in England, 1942.
They got all those smellies. Look at that.
The
So
smells.
second one is a D-Day photo. Or no, that's one we already looked at. 1 minute.
That's that police and French guy.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah, we covered it. The good old smelly. I like the smelly.
Why the hell is it called that?
What?
Why the hell is it called that?
SMLE. It's the abbreviation for Short Magazine Lee Enfield.
Okay, no. I know that. I know. I've never heard it called smelly before. I've just heard SMLE.
Yeah, smelly. That's what you call it. The smelly.
Right. Okay, I've just heard SMLE. I've never actually heard it.
No, it's a smelly. That's actually what they called it too, like smelly. It's called.
Oh, I'm
smelly.
sure. I'm not doubting that. Yeah.
So yeah, it's because it stinks.
I'm. All right, this is on Normandy. Or this is in Normandy on D-Day.
Okay.
It's like Canucks.
Yep.
And they got number 4s.
Uh-huh.
Look at all that shit.
This guy's fucking like his
His gator came undone.
gator's,
Yeah,
like, coming undone.
Yep.
it happens.
Or,
Those gators suck. If you've ever had to like wear, so like unlike the American ones, which are like ergonomic, these are just like cans. And there's like two straps that hold them on. So like they ride up and they ride down and they come undone and they don't hold
Well, the
anything.
American ones are not cans. They do the same shit. They're just longer.
Yeah, but like they're also way more adjustable because these only have two fucking buckles.
Yep, you're correct.
They suck. They adjust on the fly all the time, and they only stay in place when you break them in, but they're awful.
So Jake says, sorry for so many photos, but hey, we like this stuff, so it's a good thing to
Do
Hey, Devin, are you at least glad that I was able to identify that they're Canucks?
for sure. I mean, it's not hard. It's darker. Their uniform's darker than the British stuff.
Right, and they're also just standing. They're standing like Canucks.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was like,
Standing
just
like
no.
Canucks.
Like, look at this guy right here, like all passive
Yep.
and shit.
Yep, and like
look at this guy, all passively aggressive. Yeah.
no. But here's the thing: is like Americans and Canucks, they stand differently than Brits. And
That's
French
true.
and
They
Germans.
do. They're much more lax.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're just kind of, oh, what are we doing here, bud? And the one guy's laughing.
What are we
you know?
doing here, bud? I thought it was because you could literally smell the maple on that picture. Like,
No, kind of. I can smell a lot of BO and like ass gravy, but like
right.
Probably not that much because this is apparently on D-Day, so they probably haven't been out there too long.
well, but ass gravy, they probably shit themselves. A
I
little
mean, that is a wool surge uniform, Michael. And until you wear a wool surge uniform, I don't want to hear it. So, like, you don't realize how terrible those are.
He has.
He has worn a wool surge uniform?
I've worn the whole I wore the whole US get up when I was
That's not surge, though.
Hold on, penis. Listen, the wool surge pants, okay, the wool surge top. They're lighter, yes, but then he wore the M41 field jacket over that with a helmet and full kit, running through the woods.
Yeah, but it's not as itchy.
Right, but he's got a taste of it. So
that's fair. Surge is like the itchiest thing of wool you can imagine.
Right, and that's how I'll see other Canucks. You know they're retarded for wearing this shit. Like
yeah, like it's the surge wool sucks. It's the worst wool you could wear. It's like fiberglass. It eats your skin. It itches, and it's like you just want to claw your skin off. The like 10 seconds into wearing the uniform.
Yeah, it's not good.
So. Well, I wasn't planning on doing it, so.
Oh, you sure you don't want to try one on? I'll bring you out a set, Michael. You're like my same size. Like,
I'll bring you out a set. Yeah, let's do
I'll try it on, but yeah, it's probably gonna come off. I'm not gonna wear it like I'm wearing this.
Oh, come on now.
Well, I mean, anything's possible, but no, I've
look
at this thing. I feel like I could go downhill.
I will not be fucked in the ass, Devin. Oh, come on now. Well,
come on now.
Possible.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Yep. Remember, a million no's and a yes still means yes.
All right, what's your last picture, Michael?
Oh, yeah, he sent me more, but we'll just do one more.
One more.
Yep.
He sent me a bunch of other ones.
Right.
Last photo.
Filled to the brim with maple syrup.
Let's see. He sent me, so I'll pick out which one I like most.
The Second Wars declared that unquenchable thirst for maple syrup turns a Canadians into an unquenchable thirst for blood.
Vermont, close digging second. Wisconsin, a close third.
Fair. Vermont's actually catching up to Canada's production. They're only a few million gallons away.
I'm aware that's why they're the second, and Wisconsin is a close third.
Fair. They're only a few million gallons away.
That's how I know how to do an impression of you, Devin. Just say fair.
Fair.
That's what you always say.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It's always fair when it's fair. When it's not, I go after it. Like, hey, wait, that's not right.
Right.
Yeah, like Michael's saying, he doesn't want to take the maple syrup up the arse. Well, that's fair.
That's fair. I mean, he's got a good point. I wouldn't want to do that either. That's pretty fair.
We're still going to do her, though, and it's going to tear him up. But it'll be all right. It's fair.
It's fair.
All right. So this is probably the best quality one that he sent me out of the new ones, unfortunately. But that's cool. It's cool. I get it. Get it.
Hurry up and share it then. Yes.
Look at
Oh.
that.
More training photos. Woo!
A badass photo right
He's
there.
got the full-on 1928. He's got the cuts compensator, the front pistol grip, the drum magazine.
Yeah,
That guy's getting after it.
that's fucking a gangster right there, just right off the streets of Chicago.
Right. He's got his fucking gas mask bag on, his small haversack, his Mark II without a cover. Like, he's ready to go.
His gators aren't fucked.
Yep, his pants that come up to his nipples. Like,
Yeah.
Love it.
he's ready to fucking go. That guy's lucky as shit. Yeah, the British had to buy those Thompsons with gold. Like, that's the
Yep.
only way America was going to sell them to Britain. So, like, the
Well-
Thompson was actually a pretty popular machine gun before, like,
Yep.
they made bajillions of stems.
And then they started realizing, oh wait, after the Battle of Britain.
Well,
they were
yeah,
like,
because they didn't
well,
have a submachine gun other than the Lanchester.
No, but like it gets even better. Like after the Battle of Britain, they're like the Americans were like, oh shit, these guys might not win. Where we found ourselves in a similar circumstance. Oh, 1917.
Yeah,
Weird,
they
right?
sold the British guns for gold, and the Thompson
And that-
were very expensive.
Right, and it's like, well, okay. And the Australians went, hey, they're gonna attack your fleet. The entire fleet when it's at Pearl Harbor, they're gonna attack the thing in its entirety, and we can tell you this, and they're like, nah, fuck it, just go away.
Go away.
And then
Like,
a couple
yeah,
days later,
it's not uncommon to see a lot of British guys with a lot of fucking Thompsons.
Yeah,
Right.
I see it mostly in Africa, where like
Yep.
this style, like the foregrip and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The
Like,
full 1928, yeah, not M1A1s. It's all 1928s, yeah.
Right, and though like the ones I see in Africa, they usually have stick mags. I usually never see them with a
Yep,
drum
there's
mag.
a lot of the 30-rounder stick mags, but it's not uncommon to see the 50-round drums.
Right.
yep.
Ooh. So I got I got one more from Jake Brown I want to share with you guys.
The King's Own Gangster Regiment. I like that.
Well, before that, Michael, did you know that the Australians actually warned the U.S. about Pearl Harbor about 2 weeks before it happened?
Like officially
They're
warn
like,
them?
hey, there's a bunch
Oh,
of
yeah.
goddamn slant eyes coming towards you.
No, I know that the
What I was saying
Australians are
just now, what I was just saying just now was like not being joking, like that actually happened.
right. No, I believe you.
And they warned them twice, though.
Well, yeah, it was kind of like how, like, in 1911, everyone was like, hey, the Middle East really hates the United States, and there's a bunch of weird extremist stuff going on. You want to increase your airport security? And they're like, nah.
You mean 2001?
Yeah.
Yeah, not 1911. Come on, Devin. Oh,
The guys look like he's wearing a gas mask.
nope, he's
Nope.
not.
He's also got a 1928.
He's just got a weird fucking face.
Yep, he's got a mustache, a
Got
big
a
one.
stash.
Okay, I think I see it now.
He's got a stash. He's getting after it, too.
This training is fantastic.
Yep. King's
gets to
Own
the-
Gangster Regiment.
Gets to
He's
the
ready to
real
fucking-
shit. He's like, oh, sweet Christ, I pissed and shat my trousers.
My trousers, yeah.
Jumping
You
around
did
with a
wrong.
Thompson.
Yeah. Midair.
Fun.
One good thing about the loose bagginess of the battle dress uniform, though, like, you can really be agile in that shit. It
Like a
goes.
cat.
Like, you can do whatever you want.
Like a cat.
You are like a cat. Yeah, it's baggy enough and roomy enough, and it's cut generously enough to where you can do just about whatever you want, and it's going to be quiet, and it's going to be, yeah, really functional. He's getting after it, though. He's on his way to something.
Should Photoshop just like a muzzle flash on this thing with bullets flying out of it.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to tell the Americans that the Japanese are going to hit the position at Pearl Harbor.
That's right.
We got it covered already. You didn't get worried about that. Hey, but
That's
please.
cool, though. You don't see too many of the 1928 Thompsons. You see, like, the U.S. Marines have a few. And then you see the British in the early part of the war with their fucking cuts compensators, the vertical foregrips, and the 50-round drums.
Yeah, I rarely ever see the big drum magazine in like wartime photos.
Well, they're so heavy. They're so fucking nasty.
Yeah, I mean the Thompson is already heavy without
it's like
any
almost
ammo
12
in it at all.
It's a 12-pound fucking submachine gun. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
12
why
pounds.
it's so good. And I mean, I see why the British did that because their only submachine gun before the Sten, other than the Thompson,
Lanchester.
was the Lanchester. And that was a big, like, heavy copy of the MP18, basically. So.
Yep.
And it took a belly bayonet, which was weird to look at. This MP18, it's like a huge ass long side mag because it had like a 40-round side magazine or something. It's like way long. And then it has this fucking sword, this 18-inch sword hanging off the end of this submachine gun.
Right.
Thing looks like a boomerang. It's like a traffic sign this guy's holding, basically. It's like
funny.
That's funny. I like that though. Seeing all the Thompsons, the British guys in their Thompsons.
I've never shot one. I've held a number of them though, and yeah, they're heavy.
They're dense. They're very dense.
Same. Never shot one, but like
I've held them before, like at gun shows.
I will say this though: the earlier ones heavier than the older ones. That blish lock system and that huge like weight of the bolt and everything. And then obviously the Thompson later just became like blowback. The A1 was just like simple blowback, but yeah, those fucking early blish lock ones much nicer, but fuck are they heavy. God, are they so damn heavy. That's what you want in a submachine gun. It's just a laser beam. Just goes. Yep, you just point it out, whatever. You don't even need to aim. You just guide the rounds into them. That's all you gotta do. Like it's one of those things. Those interwar submachine guns that are just so heavy and so chunky are like the best submachine guns because it's just a laser beam. There's no recoil because the gun weighs like half a ton. Right. And everyone's always like, the shitty stamped sheet metal ones are, the best. And it's like, oh no. You ever held one of these old timey, like 100% milled half-ton fucking submachine guns?
Yeah. The Thompson. Do you know what the first the first nickname for it was when it was first made?
No.
The Annihilator.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that before. And you see a picture of what's his
John
name?
Thompson. Yeah.
Holding it with no stock on it for whatever
reason.
Yeah.
But like the very first one they ever made, it had like a weird it almost looked like the barrel of the Volkssturmgewehr, with that like real long like thick barrel. That's what like the very first one looked like. It had this really long like thick barrel on the end. And it was called the Annihilator. It had 20-round magazine, and so.
I still think the Pedersen device would have been better.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man.
The Pedersen device. You'd be surprised how much the 1903s that go for with that like the A2s that have that Pedersen device window cut out. On them. Even though they never would have ever seen a Pedersen device in their entire lives, the ones that they made with that cutout for them, so fucking expensive.
Yep.
So if you do own a 1903 with that little chunk cut out of the receiver, like.
You're the A1. Yep.
No, it's the A2.
No, it's the A1. The 1903 A1 is the. No, I'm sorry, Mark 1.
Okay, I was gonna say no because I was like, because the 1903 and then the whatever was the one where they got rid of the rod bayonet and all that other useless garbage and.
No, that's later, but like so, it's the 1903 Mark 1. Is the one cut out for the
that makes sense.
You just coughed? You have herpes? What, Michael?
I didn't do nothing.
You just coughed.
Oh my gosh, he's got the COVID.
I can't have the COVID. I'm COVID-less. But
that's what they all say. And then look at there are like all these people are dying and there's a World Health Organization thing, and
this is the first Thompson that was made.
It looks like it's the first Thompson ever made.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's called the Annihilator.
Yeah, I see that.
It looks like a brick.
Right.
That's one of those submachine guns. Like that looks like something you would mount a stop sign on. Like it's
Yep.
yeah.
I like the little air holes right here.
Yeah, it's the compensator. Yep.
Yeah, this is like, little teeny front sight at the front.
Yeah, you don't need to aim with that thing. You said you're just guiding the rounds into whoever's in front of you. So
How the fuck do you think those holes, like the porting, like there would make a difference unless there's a hole in the barrel? Like,
I
No
don't
idea.
know.
it's not going to make a bit of a goddamn difference.
It's funny.
it is funny. That's weird.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Michael's being a bitch. So.
I'm
no,
tired
you're the
too,
big
Mike.
bitch.
Like,
You're
Mike,
not
I'm
even. You have
tired.
no energy anymore.
I'm tired. It's time for me to go to bed.
Yeah. So we're about to hit the 3:30 mark exactly. Mike, are you frozen?
No, I'm good.
He's
You were
just
like-
making a face because he can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
All right,
definitely
all right,
tired.
yeah.
It's time to go to bed for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty late stream. So, all right.
I mean,
well,
it's not all that late. It's only 9:30, but like
for all you that stuck on here and you're ending this, Devin's gonna be very busy for the next like probably 4 streams.
yeah, my boss has got COVID, so I'm running an entire company.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. So
Yes.
I'll accept my medals later. Don't worry.
I'll
Good.
have some made up for you.
Oh,
man, come
I
through
want to
again.
have like the gaudiest, shittiest like boomer FUD medal ever, if that's possible. Like
We can make it
where
happen.
the baseball cap is
I
all
would,
picked out.
I would wear that thing all the time and be like, no, I got this for being like human garbage. Like that's
Well, speaking of that, there'll be some merch dropping on my site this weekend.
ooh,
Yeah.
I like stuff.
Yep. So, like the fun stuff of like the no Tupperware. I only carry steel on my hip. That kind of shit. Like
Yep.
it's gonna be fun. But
That's really cool, actually.
it's fun. It's fun. So anyway, all right, everybody. Thank you for watching so much. And
Thanks for being there.
if you're watching this after the fact, if you're watching this like tomorrow or whenever, comment with tortilla.
Tortilla.
Wartilla. I was just about to say that.
Tortilla. Yeah.
Tortilla. Thank you, Jake Brown, for all the photos.
I agree. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess thank you too, like Jake Brown, but like you're
Jake Brown's a very nice, cool guy. He grows one hell of a mustache.
that's why I hate him.
Oh, come on now, Mike. Your mustache is okay.
It's not okay. This is
No,
as
it's
good as it
okay.
gets.
I'd say
As
it's
good as
okay.
it gets. This is as good as it gets, you fucker.
It's okay. I'd
It's
give it
not
okay.
good. It's not good. But anyway, so comment with tortilla or tortilla, either way, I'll
Tortilla.
understand. And gentlemen, nice salute, Michael. It's almost there. It's just fucking not.
It's fucking. It's